with my jazz.
Well, while you play your video game, I need to prank somebody. That's right, I'm the prankster. Christian used to call the show all the time. And we haven't heard from Christian in a long time.
We haven't.
If you're out there, Christian, you need to call us.
Miss you, buddy.
If you call us, we'll play that song for you.
He had all of the best worship requests.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he only really requested one song. So yeah, I cut up a bunch of Christian drops and decided to prank somebody.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Is there a request songs I can take? I know this is really weird, but can I take a
I don't think
request?
you have the right number.
What about Ellie? How come?
Okay, all right.
Do you ever play them
Go
again?
over here and talk to this guy. I don't know. He's just yelling.
Hello? I'm Christian Wiley.
Yeah, ask your question.
Is there a request songs I can take?
You must have the wrong number, homie.
Oh, what about Switchfoot Who We Are?
How do you know my girlfriend anyway?
Can you play that song until 9?
Don't call my girlfriend again. You don't know me. You don't know who I roll with, man.
Okay, Christian.
Do you want to meet me somewhere? We can meet.
You know, I just missed that Ellie Holcomb as sure as the sun last night. Can you play that song until 9?
No, all this phone call stuff, man, that's little kid stuff. I'm not with that.
Do you ever play them again?
You have yourself a nice day, young man.
No, Dax, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You know how
Hello?
many people are going to chime in on this?
Honestly, dude, I'm trying to keep my cool right now. How do you know my girlfriend anyway?
Okay, Christian.
I don't know who you're talking to or what you call for, but do not call back here again. Got that?
Not to call again.
Don't call back again.
I still couldn't do it, you product.
Oh, man, that's a good one, Christian. Woo! That might be the best one we've done.
Is it?
I don't know, the daycare one was pretty good. Prank Fridays. Nah, it doesn't flow. Funny Prank Fridays. Good morning.
Is this Dez?
This is Dez. Good morning.
Oh, Dez, you changed my life, man.
This guy's trying to prank me.
Yeah.
You changed
Oh, yeah?
my life.
Yeah, bro.
How?
That party you threw the other day. I didn't know Christians could be so fun. Wait. Bible study.
Yeah,
That's what you told me to call it, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Hilarious.
cool. Yeah.
You know what? You can't prank the prankster, man. What are you trying to do? You can't prank the prankster. Get out of here with that. Nice try, though, buddy.
Yeah, was it though?
Scale of 1 to 10, what'd you think of that prank? Is your favorite?
No.
No?
Wait,
which
one
one
are we
is your
talking
favorite?
about? Which one are we
that
talking
one
about?
we just played.
Wait, the guy that just called?
No, not that guy. He didn't prank anybody. Come on. What'd you think of Christian's prank?
I like Christian a lot. I think you're a genius with your soundboard.
My favorite thing about doing
I think
the
you
pranks.
should get a job in Hollywood.
This is my favorite thing about the pranks is that it makes Steve-O so uncomfortable.
It does.
I just love to see him squirming over there. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in, be a part of the show. All right.
People are scared for Christian.
They're
A
scared?
lot of people actually mostly just scared because you said his name.
Oh. Well, hopefully Christian will call us. Missed that guy. It's been, I don't know, did he call last year? I think it's been longer than a year. Anyway, if anybody knows Christian, tell him we're looking for him.
Also, prayers for Uncle Ted.
Oh, Uncle Ted?
He just hit us up. He's wanting to let us know he's catching us on Facebook
Wait.
from the hospital. He
Wait.
suffered a heart attack.
Oh my God, Uncle Ted! Seriously?
Uncle Ted, we've been asking where you've been for a long
Yeah.
time because Dex was terrified because he hadn't heard from you, and now we know why.
Well,
he
yeah.
suffered a heart attack.
Uncle Ted, I messaged you on Facebook. Check your
Well,
messages.
He's on the road to recovery with God's help. He'll be
Oh
on
my
his feet
gosh.
in no time. Love, Uncle Ted.
Is that
Praying for you, Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted? Is that the second heart attack that you've had? Because I think he had one a while back. I think it was Uncle Ted.
Huh.
So I think that might have been his second one. See, I'm telling you, heart attacks run in my family. My dad, he had a heart attack. It was about 10 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago.
Why does your Uncle Ted look exactly like Rick Warren?
Oh my gosh, he does. He does.
Uncle Ted, you look just like Rick Warren.
Yeah, Pastor Rick Warren.
While you're laid out in the hospital, purpose-driven life.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love you, Uncle Ted.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've actually seen my Uncle Ted. He was chief of police in West Yellowstone.
Ooh.
When I was a kid.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll never forget. He'd take my brother and I to the jail, and then he'd lock us in the jail, and I'd cry and freak out. It was good times.
Man.
See, I grew up with a bunch of pranksters.
Yeah, you did.
That's where I get all my.
That's true.
That's where I get my prankiness from. You itchy, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's see. This, you know what? You'll like this. They pulled. Sorry, I needed to pull it up here. Don't look over here, dude. Okay. Oh my gosh. See, you already hate this studio.
I saw trilogies. That's what I saw.
Okay. In your opinion, what's the greatest trilogy of all time? Come on. I think we all know what you're going to say.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I do.
You might actually not.
Really?
Yeah, because I say one in particular every time, and people would be shocked to hear me not say
Really?
episode 4, 5, and 6. Whereas I think that is a fantastic trilogy. They branched out and made 17 more Star Wars movies, thus not really a trilogy anymore. So in my opinion, the greatest trilogy of all time is Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh. I honestly didn't think you were going to say that.
Why wouldn't I say that? It's the greatest trilogy of all time, and Return of the King won the Oscar, and deservingly so. And yesterday, when we talked about the top 10 most influential Christian of the last 50 years who were in like mainstream culture, one of my very first ones was J.R.R. Tolkien.
But
because I've read The Lord of the Rings multiple times. I read The Hobbit.
Do you
to
have
my
any
children.
tattoos of The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings?
I do not.
How many Star Wars tattoos do you have?
One.
You have one. You have a giant Darth Vader on your heart.
Name my child Luke after Luke Skywalker.
Exactly. I thought you were going to say Star Wars.
Well, no, I'm not, because it's not the perfect trilogy. Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie, and I love the other two as well, but if you ask me about a perfect trilogy, I will say Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so they polled 2,000 Americans.
Okay.
They asked them to name their favorite movie trilogy.
I will say I'm willing to bet Star Wars is still number one, even though I don't. It's not.
It's not number one.
Okay.
By the way, Lord of the Rings, number 5 on the list.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Toy Story.
No. Oh wait, number 10. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The Matrix. Nobody should see it. Actually, nobody's going to say that because
number 15.
I'm like, usually people go, first one was good, the rest of them were terrible.
It's terrible trilogy.
Gosh. See, I want to say certain films. Well, no, the third one was terrible. But then I'm like antsy now. I've got like PTSD. Greatest trilogy of all time. Help me, Starmy.
What would you say, guys?
See, Aaron says Lord of the Rings for the win, man. Mark says Lord of the Rings is my second favorite, only to The Matrix.
Okay.
What say you, Starmy? Greatest trilogy of all time.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys have to try to guess.
I don't think this is it, but I'm just trying to think of films that had 3 movies, and I know people talk about the Godfather movies, but usually it's only 1 and 2, so I wouldn't say that's the greatest trilogy of
The
all
Godfather came in at number 3.
Oh, wow. Better than Lord of the Rings?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't disagree more. That third one was trash. Greatest trilogy of... Back to the Future! Duh! Oh, man! Remember the song you just said Back to the Future? That's not the top
Not
of the...
number 1. It's number 4.
It's number 4?
Number 4 is Back to the
Everybody,
Future.
Mark's like, drawing a blank on this. Dude, Megan, Back to the Future, well done. Rocky, there's 17 of them.
Oh, my gosh, right? Well, I mean, 1, 2, and 3, those were really good.
Yeah.
Good movies.
I can't believe I'm like angry at myself for not thinking Back to the Future.
Rocky was not in the top 20.
I'd actually put Back to the Future above Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you guys are going to freak out when you find out what number 1 is.
Okay.
Number 1 and number 2, you guys are
where
going to
did
freak
they
out.
do this poll?
Well, they're just Americans. 2,000 Americans they polled. They asked them, what's your favorite movie trilogy?
Somebody said Indiana Jones. but there's 4 of them. No!
1 through 3.
Nope.
Indiana Jones.
You can't do that, guys. You can't do that.
Why can't you?
Because it's not a trilogy.
Yeah, but
because they
it
made
was at
4
one
of
point.
them,
It was
and now
at one
there's going to be
point.
5. That's nope. Not a trilogy.
Whatever.
Not a trilogy.
Whatever.
You can't even say it because it's not a trilogy. There's 4 of them.
It was a trilogy.
It doesn't matter.
It's number
not-
1.
It's why I wouldn't say Star Wars either, because it's not a trilogy.
Well, no, you know what? Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, we don't count that. as a
Yes,
movie.
you do. Rosalind and Dex.
No, we don't count that one.
Yes, you do. You have to count it. As much as some people didn't like it, it's not the worst movie ever created.
It's not. It's
It's
not
like,
that
oh
bad.
my gosh, guys, there's aliens. It's so outlandish. Yeah, because getting shot with the bullet and pouring water out of the Holy Grail and causing the bullet to pop out of your body, so realistic.
Why isn't it, man?
Okay.
Jesus drank out of that cup.
The Ark of the Covenant with I don't know if it's supposed to be an angel of death or an angel of the Lord, but whatever it is that comes and melts all the Nazis' faces off.
Well, yeah, because they're evil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so realistic. But aliens, too far, guys. Oh, this movie went too far. It's so unrealistic. Get out. Home Alone?
Hit me with number 2. Home Alone, huh? Number 11 on the list. Which you couldn't count that as a trilogy either because there was more than just 3 Home Alones. If you're going to go down that road. Just
Mark
saying.
says if Bill and Ted ever make a third, that'll be it. Somebody else said Ninja Turtles.
Ooh, good call.
On the list? at
Wasn't
all?
on the top 20.
Iron Man?
Iron Man was number 13.
13, okay.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Crocodile Dundee.
Ooh.
Did they
Was there a
make
third?
3 Crocodile
Was there a
Dundee
third?
movies?
They have 3. Yes, they do.
Do they really?
The third one really sucks, but it's
With-
got like a boy and it's part of the adventures. And
Is Paul
the
in it?
first one and
What's his
second
name?
one are
Paul.
my favorite, but
What's the actor's name? Paul
Hogan.
Hogan.
Paul Hogan.
Is he in the third?
Yes.
Huh. I may. You know what? Maybe I have seen that.
What
I
about
don't
the
know.
Taken trilogy?
The
somebody said.
Taken trilogy was number 1. No, it
No,
wasn't.
it was not. Man, I'm
Thanks,
bummed with
Reggie.
this list. Thank you. Thank you. Too many Americans who can't count to 4.
You guys have hit a few. Indiana Jones was number 1, and
No.
which was surprisingly Star Wars came in at number. What did I say?
5.
5.
No, wait. Was that
No, wait.
Lord of the Rings?
No, Star Wars was 7, and it tied
Looking
with.
over at your list now, I'm irritated.
Oh, you just saw
I'm
number
irritated
2,
with-
didn't
yeah,
you?
because number 2, there's more than 3 also, and 2 of those 3 were terrible. Jurassic Park, really?
Yes, guys. Yes.
Also, by the way, Pirates of the Caribbean tied with Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
as far as that goes. And guess what, guys? There's
Guess what?
also 4 Pirates movies.
There is 4 pirates,
Gosh.
but
I can't. I don't even know who they surveyed.
the 2,000 Americans. 2,000 Americans.
They
yeah.
asked nobody who could count or 10-year-olds.
What's your favorite Christian trilogy?
They don't have a trilogy, really. Wait. How many Omega Code movies were there?
Left Behind.
How many Left Behind
one?
movies? No, they only made a couple of those. They
Yeah,
didn't get
you're
through
right.
them all because they
Yeah.
just kept losing money. So it's like, oh, we're going to start over. Oh, Chronicles of Narnia. How many movies did
Chronicles
they
of
do?
Narnia.
They did a couple.
Did they do 3 of those?
I don't remember.
It wasn't on the list.
See, when they mentioned Marvel, I'm like, oh, yeah, Captain America. There was 3 of those. Those were all phenomenal.
Yeah, tie number 19 with Mad Max.
Number 19.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
can't. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh, that's a good one, but no. Just the first one actually is good.
A lot of people chiming in with Back to the Future.
Yeah, Back to the Future was number 4.
Somebody said the Bourne series.
Bourne was number 12 on the list. And let's see, The Hobbit came in at number 16. That tied with Alien.
Dark Knight trilogy. There's more
Dark Knight?
than 3 Alien movies.
Dark
I gotta
Knight was
go.
number 18.
Gosh, I'm so stressed out.
Mhm.
Karate Kid.
Oh, good call, but no, it wasn't in the top 20.
Transformers.
Nope.
The Good and the Bad and the Ugly.
Nope. I think we hit all of them. Did we hit all of them? I think, yeah, we hit all of them. So that's your top 19.
God's Not Dead. They
He's
actually did
surely
make
alive.
3. They really did
they?
make
Oh,
3.
yeah. That would be it, right? That would be the
that's
the Christian
lone
trilogy.
What? Well, it's not on the list.
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
didn't make it
Okay.
on the
Gosh, what a terrible list. Rush Hour?
Rush Hour. Rush Hour.
Shanghai Noon?
Whatever, Jackie Chan.
I love Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Let's see. Do you want the top 5 best movie villains?
I don't even care about this survey anymore because they're all wrong. Somebody said my favorite Christian trilogy is the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Woo!
Oh!
Boom!
You want the top 5 best movie heroes? What do you think?
Heroes.
Heroes.
Man. Indiana Jones?
Was number 2.
Okay. Luke Skywalker.
Was number 3.
Dang. Who's the greatest movie hero of all time? I still hate this list, but I'm going to have to keep trying. Who's the greatest movie Captain America?
Captain America was not in the top 5.
Okay.
Jason Bourne was number 4. John McClane was number 5.
Okay.
And they need the number 1. Best movie hero.
Best movie hero of all time. Marty McFly.
No.
I'm just trying to think of the survey and who they
picked.
So
these movies weren't in the top 20 as far as the best. Well, you could say trilogy, but there's more than 3 of these movies, but it wasn't in the top 20.
Superman.
Nope.
Is it a...
I don't think you're going to get it.
Batman.
James Bond.
Wait, is it really?
Yep. James Bond. Number 1, best movie hero.
But he's not a... I'm going to...
But he's not a what? He's not a what? He's not a hero?
He's pretty dark. And he's not a role model by any means.
Well,
I'd put Woody or Buzz above him. Somebody said Napoleon Dynamite.
Top 5 best movie villains?
Darth Vader.
Number 2.
I'm out.
Uh-huh.
The only other one that even comes close is Agent Smith.
Yeah. No. Not even.
Are you kidding me?
No. It's not in the top 5. Come on.
Agent Smith is not in the top 5?
No.
Dolph Lundgren from Rocky 4.
I'm going to give you number 1. Hannibal Lecter was number 1.
This is a terrible list.
The Joker was number 3.
I apologize to everyone for the stupid list.
Jaws was number 4.
It's a terrible list.
And Voldemort was number 5.
See, and I would have put him way above that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I quit.
You quit. We quit left. We quit left, guys.
Nobody said Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Dento said Hulk Hogan on YouTube. I apologize.
I am
Dento.
a real American.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Fight for what's right. That's fun. I mean, you failed at this list. I thought you would have.
That's because I've
conquered that list, and you just
apparently people
failed.
don't realize a trilogy means 3.
Yeah, but it's a trilogy because it was a trilogy at one point.
Yeah, but they took that away when they made number 4 and number 5.
Yeah, I guess.
A trilogy is a group of 3 related novels, plays, films, operas, or albums.
Yeah, but it's not specific.
A group of 3.
A group of 3. So it's a group of 3.
A trilogy is a set of 3 works of art that are connected and that can be seen either as a single work or as 3 individual works, commonly found in literature, film, video games, less common in other art forms. If you make 4 movies and they're all interconnected, it's not a trilogy. I'm just saying. I didn't even think of Indiana Jones because...
Well, they surveyed 2,000 people on this. That's the list they came up with. So,
okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know what part of the country.
I wish I was the surveyor so I could just be like, hey, guys, real quick, we're just doing a survey on pop culture. According to you, what do you think the greatest movie trilogy of all time is?
Chronicles of Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick. Wow. Okay. Could you have picked a worse trilogy ever in the history of film?
No, because I love Vin Diesel, and I think he's the best hero.
Wow. So I'm sorry. If you love Vin Diesel so much, why didn't you go with the Fast and the Furious films?
Because I'm not a big Paul Walker fan.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? Also, why isn't that on the list? What? Oh, wait. They made 7 of those. Right. It's not a trilogy!
Stop. No. Fast and the Furious 3 was not even a Fast and the Furious movie,
Get
okay?
Out of my life.
Oh. No.
By the way, birthday shout out to Desiree from her hubby Victor.
Aww.
Birthday shout out.
Right on. Happy
Very
birthday,
cool.
Desiree.
Thank you for changing the subject and helping me not freak out anymore because America.
America.
Somebody says this, Jarrett, this must be them getting us prepared for the train wreck that will be Steve-O is at New York Comic-Con week.
I will be there as well.
Terrible.
I will be in New York, right alongside.
Yeah.
Watching from outside the gates with our friend Claire and our friend Brandon. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like Crocodile Dundee going to the city, man. That was the best part in Crocodile Dundee when he went to New York.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, guys. That's my new gig. It's gonna be my new job. Surveying people, and then when they give me a terrible answer, being like, no. Listen to the question. I said greatest trilogy of movies of all time. There were 4 Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, but there were 3.
No, they made 4.
There were 3, which
it's disqualified
it was
as
a trilogy at one point. So
all 4 of them are connected.
I don't know, man. They should have been more specific.
That's called a quartet, a quadrilogy.
They should have been more specific with this with this poll, with this survey.
They really should have.
Okay, we have to take a quick break, guys.
But did you see God's Not Dead 3? I'm just telling you.
Are they making a 4? Are they going for 4?
Actually, I think they are.
Are they really?
Yeah.
All right. Hanging out live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. Sam Swan joining us at 8. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The first need that God can meet. If the Lord is your shepherd, he will meet your spiritual needs. He says, he makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. What are you talking about, David? Simple. He restores my soul. The issues of life have drained. In other words, life has sucked you dry. Maybe it's a trial that won't go away. Maybe it's a loneliness that won't disappear. Maybe it's a sin that you sincerely desire to shake, and it is plaguing you. But whatever it is, it won't let you go.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. President Abraham Lincoln said, "My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right." Star 88 with a solar flare.
I've tasted hopelessness. I know what heartache is, but somehow through all of it, your love remains. I've lived through brokenness, feeling faceless, but I'm not anonymous. You know my name. Your word is a light unto my feet. Your love is my identity. All that matters is you make all things new. There's no disaster that you cannot undo. This world will fade and life will change. All of this is true, but all that matters is that I matter to you. for me for always.
Louis Giglio challenges us to conquer giants in this PowerPoint.
What's going to keep us from being a follower is our self. It's not going to be circumstances. It's not going to be situations. It's going to be us. Jesus said the hurdle you've got to get over is, number one, you've got to deny yourself. You got to realize your giant is the guy in the mirror. That doesn't mean that you're not loved of God. You're not valuable. You're not amazing. You're not prized. You're not sought after. It means you are flawed and you have a disease called sin, and it makes you want to exalt yourself to a place higher than God ever intended, and to think in a way higher than God ever intended. And exalting ourselves and thinking like that will cause us to miss out on the freedom and the life that comes with following Jesus. Self-power keeps us from the freedom of Jesus. Self-doubt, self-confidence even, like I can do it, I can handle it, I can manage it, I can run it, I can figure it out on my own.
That's a PowerPoint with Louis Giglio on Star 88.
3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
These guys, they sell a lifestyle.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
It's Ezekiel with the iPhone 8.
That's Ezekiel with the iPhone 8.
Hey,
I'm back.
What up, Ezekiel with the iPhone 8?
I'm back.
Welcome to the show. How you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just getting ready for school, but I have a little bit of time to talk. But the thing that I hate like most that like Christians do, it's like they're scared of stuff and they don't know and they don't remember that they have Jesus with them, and then they kind of just pout in the corner and they don't do anything.
Dude,
hold on.
How old are you?
Hashtag be still, my heart.
How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you, Ezekiel?
11.
11.
You're amazing. Dude.
Do not lose that attitude.
Yeah.
Do not forget that, because I promise as you grow, sometimes we can be overcome by the troubles of the world, and you with your wonderful 11-year-old heart and mind and, man, everything that you just said, like that's biblical right there, because Scripture reminds us we are not given to a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, and I couldn't agree more with what you said. Like sometimes we get overcome by our circumstances, we become afraid by situations or whatever it may be, and we pout in the corner, like you said, and we don't need to. So, Ezekiel, I don't think you realize how many people's hearts you just touched this morning with your words.
Yeah, man.
So God just used you in that. That's incredible,
That's
man.
awesome.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, like for example, like maybe even spiders, like
man.
you're really scared of them.
Right. Totally, man.
So then you could just be like, power of Christ, compel you.
Whoa. Oh, is that what you have to say?
Exercise
Ezekiel, do you have to say that phrase? Or
yes, that's from The Exorcist. I don't know how.
What about I rebuke you, Jesus? Is that
no? You don't rebuke Jesus.
You know
wow.
you. Oh yeah.
I rebuke. In the
I
name
rebuke
of
you in the name of Jesus. I
yes,
totally
that's
rebuke
what you,
Jesus.
Gosh, you were man.
I don't use that one.
I'm sorry for my friend Ezekiel. I'm sorry for my friend. So
man.
Oh man.
I love it, Ezekiel.
Woo!
You have a great day at school, man. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, bye.
No, I mean, you got more to say.
I mean, you can hang out with us.
Yeah, you got more to say. Yeah.
Because we're.
No, I actually gotta go eat.
Okay.
I love
all
it,
right.
dude.
Hey, man, you are our hero. Thanks for calling in this morning, Ezekiel. You're a rad kid.
All right.
See you, man.
No problem.
This one going out to Ezekiel.
Dude.
Amazing, right?
Faith like a child.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Mass shooting at an office park in Aberdeen, Maryland.
Police have now arrested a 23-year-old man in Washington, D.C. for the murder of a jogger Tuesday night. Wendy Martinez was stabbed to death.
Michael Cohen has talked for hours with the Office of Special Counsel Robert Mueller.
The president has released on Twitter the names of the first Korean War veterans identified from 55 boxes of remains turned over by North Korea.
Ticketmaster is accused of collecting double fees on some tickets you buy.
The Dow Jones and S&P 500 each surged into record territory.
Wells Wells Fargo is planning to slash up to 10% of its workforce.
New York's Attorney General is now suing a group of student loan debt relief companies who are accused of scamming students.
Authorities are calling off the search for 2 fishermen missing off Prince Edward Island.
3 major global petroleum companies now say they will join other international oil and gas companies in an initiative aimed at curbing carbon emissions.
Facebook is getting into the dating business.
California becomes the first state to prohibit full-service restaurants from automatically handing out plastic straws.
The Canadian government will eliminate unnecessary single-use plastics throughout all government operations.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. How you doing, Steve?
Feel pretty good, Joseph.
What's up, Starmy? What's going on? Sam Swan joining us, coming up here at 8.
But let's go down here.
Okay. Sweet. Perfect.
Hanging out with you guys. Facebook, YouTube, go there. Watch the show. We upload the shows every day. You can go back. If you missed any of the shows this week, you can go back, hang out, be a part of the show. Watch us, guys. Chime in, be a part of the show. Fall starts tomorrow. Excited about that. A lot of people making some big life changes. They chimed in earlier this morning. We talked about the Browns and their big win. Oh man, you know what? I'm going to be a Browns fan. I haven't liked a football team since the Chargers left San Diego. So you know what? I'm a Browns fan now.
Okay.
I'm a Browns fan.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Except I don't like the Browns gear.
They have the new hat, actually, that's really
Is it cool?
fantastic.
Is
Yeah.
it brown?
No, it's
orange.
It's orange.
See, I'd almost rather have brown than orange.
Okay, well,
I want an orange hat.
It's really cool, bro. I really like it.
You know what? I'm not a Browns fan.
Okay, well,
I can't wear their gear.
Oh.
I
don't even know.
I don't look bad. I look terrible in orange. I look terrible. Mm-hmm. All right. You had something that you found about our boy Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking Hollywood there for a minute, right? The greatest trilogies of all time, greatest villains, greatest heroes of all time. And you know, sometimes when we talk Hollywood, the greatest villain is Hollywood itself, because Hollywood is so anti-God, so anti-Christian. We're talking about these trilogies, and really the only Christian trilogy we could even think of was God's Not Dead, because it's the only one that finally made 3 because they made enough money, right? Yeah. But I recently read an interview with Chris Pratt, who sat down with the Associated Press to talk about his nonprofit group, Achilles International. Their mission is to empower people with all types of disabilities to participate in mainstream running events, to promote personal achievement. So he sat down to talk about fitness. But of course, in that, he's asked about his faith, because he's probably the most outspoken A-lister out there.
Yeah.
You know, people will say, well, maybe Clint Eastwood, maybe Denzel Washington. I don't think those guys have the influence that Chris Pratt now has on this next generation.
And you mentioned those two names. I can't even remember. I don't think I've ever heard Clint Eastwood or Denzel Washington, get up on stage and
no. Denzel,
go
bro.
off about
Denzel, bro.
Really?
Yes.
I think
Go back and listen to his commencement speech last year.
Really?
At, I think it was Temple University. Yeah, some university.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. Yeah, dude, that guy's legit.
Yeah.
However, you didn't know about it because it doesn't get the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because who talks about it? Everybody's talking about Chris Pratt. He's the biggest actor in Hollywood right now. He's Star-Lord. He's in Jurassic World. He's doing so many things.
Yeah, I would say he's probably in the top 5 biggest actors
He's
right now.
our children's Harrison Ford, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and Han Solo.
He's like Tom Cruise, Indiana Jones. He's A-list.
He's the best. So, of course, they asked him about his faith because he's known for talking about Christianity, how it's impacted his personal life, how he became a follower of Jesus Christ. And this is what he said, quote, "The kind of message, it might not be for everybody. There's a group of people for whom that message is designated, and nothing fills my soul more than to think that maybe some kid watching would say, hey, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about prayer. I've been thinking about faith. Let me try that out. That's like the only way I feel I can repay what has essentially been a giant gift in my life." He was also asked if he feels like he took a risk to even talk about Jesus in Hollywood. And he actually had some pretty shocking things to say for those of us that are Christians and have, a a thought on Hollywood. Because I know a lot of people would say, oh, dude, Hollywood, so anti-God,
Right.
so anti-Christian. Well, here's what Chris Pratt actually had to say. He said, I think there's this narrative that exists out there that Hollywood is anti-Christian or anti-religious, but that's just not the case. In fact, they're kind of not anti-anything. They're kind of pro whatever is authentic to you.
Well, they're very liberal.
And I like that because it's authentic for me to be pro-Christian, pro-Jesus. That's me. That's my thing. I like it. And I've never had anyone try to shame me to my face. I mean, maybe they go and say it behind my back, but if that's the case, well, fine. Go ahead. You can say whatever you want about me to my face or behind my back. I'm not going to change. If you missed it, we did an In the World here on the station where Chris Pratt basically preached a mini sermon talking about how nobody's perfect. You're imperfect. You'll always be imperfect. But how God designed you, and with that imperfection, if you're willing to accept it, you will have grace. And grace is a gift. And that grace was paid for with someone else's blood, and don't forget it. Don't ever take it for granted. And since then, man, he's just been so outspoken. But I thought it was kind of interesting hearing his perspective about Hollywood, considering what we hear usually is how anti-Christian Hollywood is. And yet this A-lister's like, well, I mean, I'm in Hollywood, and that guy's talking about Jesus every time he's in a public platform.
Yeah.
And, I mean, maybe he didn't get a certain role at some time, but, I mean, he's getting all the good roles right now. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
At the peak, while he is proclaiming Christ and him crucified. Like, it's pretty incredible, so...
Yeah, you talking about this is making me think about how people share Christ, and you have the type of person that can go overboard with sharing Jesus, that can be obnoxious at times. You know that type of person,
absolutely.
Right? Or you have the person that just wants to live out their faith,
right, and
love
never
people.
Say a word.
They don't
about
say
it.
a word. They just love people. And for some reason, that's contagious. And people that are going through it,
and
it's
then
like,
maybe they'll get to
it's
talk
like when
one-on-one
God
with
grabs
somebody
their
about
heart
it, or,
and is like, you know, what's up? What's different about you? Like, I want to be like you. You know, like let's have can we talk? Can we go to lunch?
Chris Pratt's kind of both,
right?
Because he's pretty bold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he lives it out and he loves, but he's also very bold in his proclamation that Jesus is the reason he exists.
Yeah.
You know, that like it was his blood that was shed for him, and that this gift he has being in Hollywood is just that.
He definitely
takes
every opportunity that he has when he's in front of a crowd to share Christ.
Yeah.
And I think that's, or just to thank God, you
so
know?
to some, he would be considered, quote, the obnoxious one. Because he's really bold. To you, it's not, because it's a soft approach.
Right.
In our opinion.
Yeah.
But just proclaiming the name of Jesus. I was having a conversation with my friend Pat last night, who is in that industry, who is in Hollywood. And from his perspective, it's pretty negative, you know, because they will boldly to your face talk about how, you know, foolish you are for thinking there's this like giant genie guy in the sky who did this, you know, and so I think it's both, you know,
right.
Humans are humans. And so Chris he just seems so likable that maybe they're just not approaching him and saying negative things to him because he approaches it with such kindness. Or
maybe it's because he's Chris Pratt too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's different.
Right?
That's just different. I mean, he's, like you said, he's an A-list actor.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come up and try to make fun of him to his face.
Or maybe that it's just so authentic, because that's what somebody said. Maybe I think it's because Pratt is authentic, so people know he's not faking it. And that's the thing. He just comes off as genuine.
Yeah.
He genuinely loves Jesus and is just stoked.
Right.
So, you know, somebody said other celebrities might say they are Christian but lead other lives behind the scenes, but this dude just lives it.
He lives it.
Jesus.
See who he's, did you see who he's dating?
Catherine Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
I did see that, though.
They're a cute couple.
Okay. Mark says, I think in the world people are afraid to speak of their love of Christ because of the persecution factor. It's what we should do, but agape love paired with those words are key. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with being bold and sharing our faith.
Heck no,
because
man.
sometimes I think that term bold just sounds abrasive, and it's like, I've got to like slam somebody else, but I've never heard him down somebody else.
Right.
He just offers up what has, quote, worked for him. And I know someone would be like, oh, well, that's not it. You have to say that Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. And then no one comes in and it's like, well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But what he's doing is proclaiming that Jesus changed his life. And then, like he said, maybe that impacts someone in a way that they go, huh, I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should check this Jesus dude out. Or, wow, all the Christians I know are such jerks. That guy's really kind. Maybe there is something about Jesus.
Yeah.
Because when you realize it's not necessarily the church or, all of us humans that are broken and have all hurt someone in some way because we are fallible, and it's just this guy Jesus and his spirit dwelling within us that causes this change in us, that causes us to love, I kind of want that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's different. So.
Yep. I mean, for we don't get to see the insides of his life, but from what we see, it seems like he's living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Because, I think being in that light, with TMZ and the paparazzi and just everybody with a smartphone that's constantly just filming you, things come out. Yep. People find those skeletons in your closet pretty quick.
You literally immediately were like, did you see who he's dating?
Yeah.
I mean,
right?
There's no hiding anything.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
welcome to
really
it.
not. And, man, I can't imagine the pressure being a celebrity like that, which is why when you look at these young kids that get into Hollywood, that's why their life just crumbles. It's too much pressure for your brain. When your brain is young like that, there's no way you could handle that. That's why you see Justin Bieber and all these kids that grow up in it. Macaulay Culkin. Anybody. Can you name somebody that actually made it through, that started as a child and made it through without...
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, yeah, no.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, that's pretty rare, though.
Yeah.
I mean... Yeah, you're right. Justin Timberlake, he was a pretty straight edge.
He was a Disney Channel kid, or not Disney Channel, but like a Mouseketeer, and I mean he seemingly has survived.
But it's rare.
But he also is one of those dudes that I follow him on social media. I like following influencers. Like, how are they influential? Why do we gravitate to them? And the funny thing is, looking at a lot of their lives, they're full of love.
Yeah,
they're just chill and they love, and I look at the Chris Pratts of the world that just love, and I'm like, it's pretty dope.
I love The Rock. I follow The Rock.
He's pretty inspirational.
He's really good. You know who's really annoying, and this is actually becoming really funny? A lot of people are making fun of Mark Wahlberg now. Have you seen this? No. So if you do follow Mark Wahlberg,
I don't.
So Mark Wahlberg, the only thing he posts is videos about him working out. And it's, hey guys, it's 4 a.m. and just getting my workout on. Just got to get that workout in, going to go play golf. And he lists like a dozen different things a day that he has to do.
Yeah.
But he's always in the gym working out with his shirt off, or he's just, he's working out. And so all these comedians and people are just making fun of Mark Wahlberg because he's part of like the 4 a.m. club. Just on the 4 a.m. club, man. Just, hitting it, just inspiring people. But that's the only thing you ever see him post is just workout stuff.
Gosh.
I'm about ready to unfollow him.
Just do it, bro.
Yeah.
People are chiming in with people who have survived. Hillary Duff. She kept her life together.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else said Leo DiCaprio. He started as child
you're
star,
right.
Growing Pains,
that's
whatever.
True.
Speaking of Growing Pains, a couple people said Kirk Cameron, Candace Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow made it.
Okay.
Ron Howard.
All
the way back to Happy Days.
Yeah.
Started as a kid. Jodie Foster, some said.
Wow.
So these are people who seemingly, we don't know their lives.
Maybe there's more than
Zendaya.
Zendaya. I don't know. Who's that?
She's a Disney Channel kid. Now MJ.
Wow.
The new Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ariana Grande.
Yeah. I'm thinking of somebody else. I thought she was just in rehab.
These are still kids to me, though. These are still, it's like, well, you're in your 20s. Trust me. You still have plenty of time to blow everything. Trust me.
Yeah.
I didn't start making stupid decisions until my 20s.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call. I mean, they're out there. Yeah. But that's a tough thing. Probably just I would imagine it depends a lot on how you were raised.
Yeah.
You know, if mom and dad are still together, is it what kind of environment you're
Joe
raised
chimed in with the opposite. He's worried about the Stranger Things kids, like Millie Bobby Brown. The media's already all up in her business. You see them, and I know somebody who's had interactions with a couple of them, and yeah. I mean, when you're the biggest in the world and you're 12 years old, and everyone's telling you how great you are.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to stay grounded.
Imagine if your kid is a teenager, your son or daughter, and they have an Instagram page, and they're in charge of it, and they're they're a celebrity. Yeah. You know? Can you imagine being the parent of that child?
No.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
No.
Oh,
right. Other people talked about the Harry Potter cast. That's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe.
You know what? I take everything
Emma
back.
Watson. She, while still pushing and making Beauty and the Beast, like she was going to college with everyone else.
You know what, guys?
You know
what? You know, growing up in Hollywood isn't that hard. I take it all back. Take it all back. It's really not that hard. You know, there's just a small percentage of people that just can't do it. You know, it's just a very small percentage. Justin Bieber,
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. What did he? What was he famous for back in the day?
Empire of the
How
Sun,
old was he when he did that?
Empire of the.
Was he?
He was in like Newsies.
Was he a teenager? And
no, he was like a child.
Was he really?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I can't even.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a child in that.
Yep. Empire of the Sun. He was 13.
Wow.
He was the starring role.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Was that his first
starring role in Steven Spielberg's Empire of the Sun?
Wow.
I never saw it.
You never saw that?
Mm-mm.
That's the movie I probably should watch again because I saw it when I was a little kid.
13-year-old kid somehow survived.
Wow.
Ish.
I didn't realize that we were close in age with Christian Bale.
Are we?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, if he was 13 in 1987.
He's 44.
Yeah, see? That's crazy.
Okay.
I thought he would have been in his 50s.
Ryan Gosling, somebody said. He was a Mouseketeer with Justin.
Okay, fine, guys. I take it all back.
Okay, all right.
Seriously.
Gotta be careful, man. See, this is called accountability, bro. You say something and might not be right.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to call you out.
Yeah, next time somebody says, man, I can't imagine what it's like growing up in Hollywood as a child. I mean, look at the pressure. And it's like, no, actually. No, not really.
There are more success stories than failures.
Hillary Duff, Justin
For every
Timberlake.
failure you throw at me, I'm going to throw 10 celebrities at you who have survived.
Yeah.
And are thriving and have not had a scandal yet.
Right?
Drew Barrymore.
No. No, she had when she was a teen, she kind of fell off. I remember she went wild.
Came back?
Well, she came back.
She survived.
But I'm talking about like they kind of go off the deep end for a while.
Tell me you didn't go off the deep end for a while. I totally went off the deep end.
I never went off the deep end.
I did. I absolutely did.
I wasn't
in my 20s. God
I was a
was
straight
like,
edge.
Hey, psst, you know.
Yeah, I wasn't a straight edge kid, but I was a good kid, wasn't I, Mom?
Okay.
My mom said I was.
Okay.
I mean, compared to my brother.
Yeah.
505-338-3700 if you'd like to call into the show.
Somebody did say, though, we are talking about children who survived back in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and think about being a kid or a teenager today in Hollywood and how much harder it is than even 15 years ago because of social media, the paparazzi. You got TMZ following them around constantly.
That's true. Yeah, Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat.
Yeah.
You know, just that pressure alone is a lot. You know what? I take it all back.
Okay.
It's hard to be a kid in Hollywood today.
Okay. Dude, you mentioned Mark Wahlberg. Somebody sent us his actual schedule. Have you ever seen his schedule throughout the day?
That's what I'm talking about. That's why people are making fun of him.
He wakes up at 2:30 a.m., 2:45, prayer, 3:15, breakfast, 3:40, workout, 5:30, post-workout meal, 6, shower, 7:30, golf, 8, snack.
Hold on a second. We can stop right there.
Okay.
7:30 golf?
Yeah.
So you mean okay. How much time in between before he moves on to like something else as far as like
7:30
Like how much time does he spend playing golf? Because he golfs every day.
It says 7:30 a.m. golf, 8 a.m. snack. So maybe he's
probably
just
eating a
hitting
snack
balls.
while he's
okay. So 2 hours between golf and the next real thing.
2 hours of
cryo
golf.
chamber recovery. Another snack. Family time. Meetings, work calls, 1 p.m., lunch. 2 o'clock, more work calls. 3 o'clock, pick up kids at school. 4 p.m., workout number 2. 5 p.m., shower number 2.
Wow.
5:30, dinner, family time. 7:30, bedtime.
He's got a lot of snacks in there.
Well, yeah.
That's what we're missing, man. I need lots of snacks throughout the day.
Okay.
That's a busy schedule.
In bed at 7:30.
7:30
p.m.
See, that's
he wakes
my
up
problem,
at 2:30 every day.
Yeah. I could never do that. I could never go to bed at... You know, with a schedule like that, though, you'd probably be exhausted. He's working out twice a day.
Yeah.
I bet he hits that pillow and probably just passes out.
Yeah.
2 days. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start doing Mark Wahlberg's schedule.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
Here's a good reminder from Carl. He says, is it weird that I don't get starstruck? Maybe it's because I think we create them by celebrating their accomplishments, personalities, traits that we desire for ourselves. And it's true. I think that's why we do well when we do interviews and stuff. It's rare to get starstruck around here.
Yeah.
Because you're right. But on the flip side, I love celebrating accomplishments. I would get quote-unquote starstruck if I were kicking it with Ravi Zacharias because of how much knowledge and wisdom that guy has and how much he's poured into the Word of God. Are you kidding me? I get starstruck every time B-Nix walks in here.
Yeah.
I love what he's done with his brain, his accomplishments that I celebrate. So I think it's like both.
Good call, sir.
We turn everybody into celebrities. How many celebrity pastors are there out there right now?
Right. Yep, that's what we do. All right, we got to take a break. Sam Swan will be joining us. Guys, it's Friday. It's a celebration. Big weekend. Fall kicks off tomorrow. We're hanging out on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. Go watch the show. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
When we gather around the name of Jesus, everything changes. So come lift up the name of Jesus with us at Passion Worship Nights. Hosted by Passion and Louis Giglio with Travis Green, plus Levi Lusko and Trip Lee. Friday night, October the 5th. A powerful night of worship at Calvary Church, Albuquerque. Passion Worship Nights. A night for all ages. Friday night, October the 5th. Join Passion with Louis Giglio, Travis Green, Levi Lusko, and Trip Lee as we come together to lift up the name of Jesus. Tickets and information are at passionmusic.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
A Star 88 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
I know so many people who are so in debt they couldn't follow God's will if they wanted to because they're so overcommitted. They bought things they didn't need with money they didn't have to impress people they didn't even like. And as a result, they spend all their time hustling to pay the payments on all these things. Life is not about the acquisition of things. And I would say to you, you ought to set up a plan to get out of debt or at least reduce it as much as possible. Because when you're all in debt, you have to spend all your time working to pay off the debt. Now, you didn't get in debt overnight. You're going to not get out of it overnight. You might set up a 10-year plan. Say, let's knock this thing off. I'm not talking about your mortgage, but I'm talking about all that consumer debt that just takes up your time paying it off. Life is not about things.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico's fresh alternative.
It seems like you and me, we keep
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Life is an open road. We are moonlit drivers. I hear a voice that calls into the greatest story. I don't know what life holds, but I know that you hold it. I can't see what's ahead, but I know that you wait for me. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my home. You are an open door. You are a friend of sinners. You are the way and life for all those who wander. I don't know what life holds, but I know that you hold it. I can't see what's ahead, but I know that you wait for me. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my I've seen your light, I'll follow you. You feel my heart, I'll follow you. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my home. I've seen your light, I'll follow
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
When everyone you thought you knew deserts your fight, I'll go with you. You're facing down a dark hall, I'll grab my light and go with you. I'll 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 go with you. Surrounded and up against the wall, I'll shred them all and go with you. When choices end, you must If you find yourself in a lion's den, I'll jump right in and pull my pin and go with you. I'll 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 go with you. My God, I'll go with you. Yeah. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. My love, you don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. My love, you don't need to run.
Good morning.
The Morning Invasion
More of a complete breakfast. You're stupid.
with Dex and Steve-O.
Hey, welcome to Millennial Minute. My name is Caden, Erica, Sienna, Ross, Michael, Smith, Edwards. This is the show for millennials by millennials. We go to the mail and we do the hashtag of the day. Who's our mail from, Christina?
Today's mail comes from Rebecca in Portland, Oregon.
Awesome. All right, cool. And what does she have to say?
She says, "Hi, Caden. My boss came up to me at work the other day and asked what I was doing when I was obviously doing nothing. I said nothing, and he told me to get back to work. That is like literally the worst I have ever felt. Is this literally the meanest thing you have ever heard?"
That's literally the meanest thing I've ever heard in my life. Absolutely. So passive aggressive. And that brings me to our hashtag of the day. Stop boss bullying. We're never going to stop these bosses asking us what we're doing when we're obviously doing nothing if we don't hashtag stop boss bullying. Thanks for joining us on Millennial Minute. Check us out next time. I'm Caden, Erica, Sienna, Ross, Michael, Smith, Edwards.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I see through your eyes. You breathe with my lungs. I strain with your ear to make out the words your mother sung. Bless with your hand. Pray on my knees. It's my blood in your veins, in your heart. It's beating in me. Finally, when will it be enough? To find there's no doubt, there is only us. There's only us.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yay.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tell me to someone who will love me. Yeah, wait. I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air. And now we made for ourselves. This won't be the last time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tell me to someone who will love me. Yeah, I know it when I met you. I'm not the only one who's alone. Find me soon and take me home. I know it when I saw you. I'm not the only one hanging on. Tell me to someone who will love me. Oh, never in my life did I want to see you more than this. And every time you're lost, I wonder if you know you're missed. I'm breathing when I can, and I only hope you're watching this. I hope you know that I exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tell me to someone who will love me. Yeah, I knew it when I met you. I'm not the only one who's alone. Find me soon and take me home. I knew it when I saw you. I'm not the only one hanging on. Tell me to someone who will love me. Somebody pick me up. Somebody find my love. Somebody pick me up. Somebody pick me up. Somebody find my love. Somebody pick me up.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Stop it. Shut your mouth. Because what you're saying is beautiful.
St. Helens is about to blow up, and it's gonna be a fine, swell day. Everything's gonna fall down to the ground and turn gray. All of my friends, family, and animals probably going to run away. But me,
What do you think of this song?
curious, so I think I just might stay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
The Dow Jones just fell down to zero, and it's gonna be a fine, swell day.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's gonna be as good a day as yesterday.
Heck yeah, because Sam Swan's here, everybody. What's up, Sam Swan?
What's going on, fellas?
Sorry, guys.
Just another Friday.
Friday.
Sorry, guys. We took a long break. Sorry. Just wanted to catch up with our best friend, Sam Swan. You know?
He's the raddest.
He's the raddest. He's the greatest.
You know, I was slightly disappointed.
Oh.
As I was driving in, you were talking about celebrity pastors. And I thought it was a perfect segue, Dex, for you to say, and speaking of celebrity pastors, Sam Swan's going to be here. But then I thought, I'm not really a celebrity.
Well, sure you are.
Well, I don't think of you like.
I mean, I'm a nice guy.
Sadly, when I think celebrity pastor, it's got a negative connotation.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that.
So I didn't. You weren't even on the radar.
Well, then here's what I say.
You are a well-known pastor in the community.
I take back my disappointment.
Yes.
And say thank you for not lumping me into the stereotypical
Yeah.
ugliness of celebrity pastordom.
Of course. I love it.
Beautiful.
But I do. It is sort of weird to hear my name on the radio. When I'm driving in and I hear Dex saying, "We'll be right back after this break. Sam Swan will be joining us." I'm like, hey, that's me.
Yeah.
Thanks for the laugh track.
You bet, man.
This is weird.
Oh, wait, we got to take a break. We're up against a break. We'll be right back after this. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Christy just sent us a really good story that we have to. I need more details on this.
Yeah, I got to hear
this
about
is going to kind of freak you guys out. We talk a lot about, teens and punishment, if you will. Like, right, there's a school district that is like, hey, guys, we're going to start spanking kids. Send us your permission slips.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Well, here's the latest in a parent who is trying to discipline their child. And, man, it's been a weird week as far as, like, teenagers go. Earlier this week, like I mentioned, we have the school district who's, like bringing back the paddle, but they need parent forms. And then we've got the teen this week who went off on public speaking presentations and how it's against people with anxiety.
Right.
And so we've got to quit doing public speaking in schools for presentations. It's not fair. And I'm going, shut up.
Yeah.
Well, the kids are winning, guys. We're giving them the keys to the future, and they are wrecking the car. Case in point, a Michigan mom was in court this week, accused of stealing her daughter's cell phone. Let me back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Back in April, after her 15-year-old daughter got in trouble at school, Jody May of Granville, Michigan, took the iPhone 6 away. Quote, I was just being a mom, a concerned parent, and disciplining my daughter. However, her ex-husband told the police, actually, I paid for that phone, and the punishment placed upon my daughter was a crime because since I own that phone, she's stealing from me.
Oh. What?
Which led to her arrest in May.
She got arrested?
Arrested for stealing, quote unquote, her daughter's cell phone because the father had paid for it. And he's on Team Daughter.
I hope she goes to jail.
Okay. That makes it a little bit different. So you have a mom and dad who are separated or divorced,
Yeah.
right?
The mom's trying to punish a child because she is failing in school. So the punishment was to take away her cell phone. Problem was the ex-husband didn't agree with the punishment and was like, well, technically I paid for that cell phone. And since she's got it under lock and key, that's considered stealing. Honey, let's just take your mom to court.
Okay, so that makes more sense because at first I was
Does
like, how
it
does
make
that
sense,
Well, hold
really?
on.
Well-
like I was like, how does a 16-year-old sue mom?
No, it's
Or
not
have-
suing. It's a criminal
Call the
charge.
cops.
Or a criminal charge.
Well, think about this. This sets a precedent. If a 16-year-old pays for said phone legally,
Oh man.
it's their property. Therefore, say your kid saves up for his Xbox, he pays for it with his money, and you take it away as punishment because he's failing in school.
Mm-hmm.
This sets a precedent that that property belongs to that person who paid for it, and therefore, they can send you to court and or call the police because you are stealing from them
Gosh, I hope Landon's not listening
under
right
your own roof.
Hopefully,
On Tuesday,
all the students are in school right now.
now. Yeah,
aren't
exactly. What
hearing
time
this
is it? Oh,
conversation.
no, I think they're on their way to school.
On Tuesday,
Yeah.
prosecutors added a second charge, larceny by conversion, which is also punishable by up to 93 days in jail.
Oh my gosh.
Larceny by conversion? What
Yeah.
the heck does that mean?
I don't even know. The first charge, by the way, misdemeanor charge of larceny under $200 is punishable by 93 days in jail. So they added a second 93-day charge. Before any witnesses were called, prosecutors approached the judge with new details in the case. Guess what? Turns out the ex-husband did not own the phone. It, in fact, was purchased by the 15-year-old daughter.
Oh, wow.
Quote, the mother defendant being the mother of the minor child and taking phone away changes the case significantly. The prosecutor, in turn, said, we are requesting the charges be dismissed.
Oh.
Yeah, they need to throw this case out.
Thankfully, the mom left the courtroom with a clean record and called the entire situation ridiculous.
Thank
However, the mom went to court.
That's insane.
Over stealing her daughter's iPhone because she took it away from her because she was failing at school.
Yeah, as a parent, how would you feel about that? If you found yourself in that situation because you took away your teenager's cell phone.
Dude, the mom said, I can't believe I had to be put through it. My daughter had to be put through it. My family had to be put through it. I'm very surprised, but I'm also very happy with the outcome.
This sounds more, the more I'm hearing, it sounds more like a vindictive act on the ex-husband's part.
It does, right?
And that the daughter probably, maybe, didn't want her mom to be arrested.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, it sounds like
I mean, you know, kids say, when they're mad, they say mean things.
Has your kids ever said, I'm calling the cops?
No.
See, my kids have.
I'm calling the cops?
Yeah, and I go.
My kids have never said that.
It's weird because my kid has said that to me once before, and I'm like, go ahead. Call the cops. I don't care. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, I mean, if they called the cops,
today.
I mean, okay.
The crazy thing that we're not even talking about is a member of Stormy brought this up because this was earlier in the story. Like, the mom was still arrested and spent 2 hours in jail.
Because of that, yeah.
And then had to bond out of jail.
Yeah.
Because of her daughter and ex-husband.
Jeez.
Because she was stealing the stuff.
Sounds mostly like because of the ex-husband.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. You know, ex-husband, daddy's little girl.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, mommy took your cell phone away. No, we're not going to have that.
We're not.
That's my property. We're going to have her arrested.
So is he going to get in trouble for
No.
filing a false police report?
It's not false because the case was authorized on a probable cause basis, and unfortunately, there are misdemeanor cases that aren't thoroughly vetted, and so the mom was a victim of that, and the courts apologized to her. However, it was still punishable, and so they were just doing their due diligence.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, think of the money that
crazy.
they had to spend on attorneys.
Right.
I mean, that's, oh my gosh, over a cell phone?
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead. You there? All right, thank you very much.
Thanks for waiting.
Maybe they didn't realize you were talking to them.
Maybe they
Caleb
didn't.
says that's still not on the teen. It's this is all on the dad. Jarrett said you just counter that with, well, you're stealing electricity from me by using this power outlet that you didn't pay for. Like, I just can't believe we're even talking about this right now. Like, this is real life. Anyways,
505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, man.
I am now with the daughter and the father, mostly the father. I could see why he's an ex-husband.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I mean, you're being angry at your and just not wanting to, I guess, communicate so much.
Mm-hmm.
But come on now, that's just getting ridiculous. And now the mom has to spank her daughter for taking her to court.
Yeah.
Wait, she can't do that. She might get taken to court for abuse.
Yeah, I don't know if...
Dang it.
Yeah, that's terrible advice.
There you go.
Okay, goodbye. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Why doesn't the mom just disconnect the cell phone service?
It's because Dad is the one who gave the
I think it sounds like Dad pays for it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A conundrum.
Yep. That's right.
Thanks, man.
I guess she could not pay the electricity bill. So, no, because cell service isn't based on your home electricity.
Just not allow...
I was thinking internet, yeah.
Not allow her to charge her phone.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
At the house.
Or have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said daughter failing at school, dad failing as a parent. This lady should quit her family.
Quit her family.
I quit. Yeah. I've had it up to here with you all.
However, Frank chimed in as we learned, if even if the child buys it as the guardian, you can still take it away.
Yes.
So, somebody said, "Excuse me, I have a question." What? Who is Mr. Mean?
Mr. Mean?
Yeah, Mr. Mean. You've mentioned Mr. Meaner, but he can only be meaner if someone is first mean. Mr. Meaner.
Well played.
Mr. Meaner.
No,
well played.
That's dumb.
I love puns
You
like
do
that.
love puns.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That one was very arresting.
Here we go.
No.
I'm laying down the law on this. I'm not.
There we go. This is our punishment.
I'm trying to bail you out.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a bond that we have.
Yep. Yippers.
Maybe it's time to slam the door on this.
Ow.
I don't even. Yeah.
One more. Give me one more.
If
He's thinking.
it's coming.
He's thinking
If Mr. Meaner and Miss Demeanor get married, wouldn't she be Mrs. Demeanor? I don't know.
This is so bad. These are so bad.
We'll be right back, folks.
We'll be right back.
Wrong.
Wow. So there you have it, guys. Mom actually made it all the way to court for trying to
Unbelievable.
discipline her child. Man. Yeah, most people have a similar idea. Don't allow Wi-Fi. Dad pays for the cell phone and let the daughter run up the mobile data. Why not?
That's great.
Just kidding. I kid. Don't give in to the bitterness. Just run away.
Yeah.
That's what they said. Thank you, Rodney. Yeah.
That's tough, man.
That's a weird. Dude, there are weird things that happen in our world.
Yeah, there is.
These days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because as a parent, it'd be hard not to be really, really upset with your child.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
That would be that'd be a tough one too.
And it doesn't sound like that the ex-husband and the wife, the mom, have a good relationship anyway.
Yeah.
And so this could actually contribute to make it even more bitter. And we don't have the whole story, but
Yeah. I mean, she just said, I was just being a mom, a concerned parent, disciplining my daughter.
And well, she should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the ex-husband was the one that called the cops. He told the police he owned the cell phone. His wife committed a crime by taking it away from the daughter.
Don't you think that's ridiculous, though, that the cops actually arrested
That's
her
kind of
for
what I
that?
was just thinking. Why didn't the cops go, sir? This is a domestic issue.
Right.
As long as there's no domestic violence, then we're not going to get involved.
Yeah, because I can imagine calling the cops and being like, "So my ex-wife just stole my daughter's cell phone."
Yeah, that I paid for.
That I paid. What
my
what police
property.
officer would? That doesn't make any sense.
That would almost be like considered a prank call.
Right.
I mean, the dispatcher.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mom said, "I would like answers on why it got so far.
Yeah. Good
How
question.
it got this far,
Good
where
question.
this happened within my home, disciplining my child, and next thing I know, I'm being handcuffed."
It's crazy. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe Dad had a friend that was a police officer.
Oh,
or
are
something.
you ready for this?
Oh.
Records show that deputies came to her door and arrested her May 12th, the day before Mother's Day.
Oh, my gosh.
This was weeks after her ex-husband claimed she had stolen the phone. Yeah.
But she was only in jail for 2 hours, you said, before she got on?
This mom, who has since remarried, was at home nursing her 4-week-old.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my heavens.
When the deputies knocked on the door, he had told me he was going to arrest me, and I asked him if I could turn myself in on Monday by myself. I have a 4-week-old.
Oh.
She's not taking a bottle yet. He said, it doesn't work that way. He's out doing his list of warrants, and he's scheduled to pick her up. The deputy then handcuffed her, took her to jail, where she stayed in a holding cell for 2 hours before posting a $200 bond.
Oh, my gosh.
I was mortified.
A $200 bond.
I was embarrassed. We just moved here last year. Very embarrassed for myself, for my kids, for my family. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
The funny thing is she got a letter the following week in the mail advising her of a warrant and asking her to turn herself in.
I just want to be happy.
Boy,
Again,
that's,
that is Ottawa County.
that's a couple of governmental agencies not getting along. with
Yeah.
The U.S. Postal Service.
This story is insane.
Of course, Ottawa County Sheriff Steve Kempker told the news that the arresting deputy was just doing his job.
Okay.
As for the charges, that would be a question for the prosecutor, not the officers who were just doing their job. Yeah. I guess in an exchange of emails, the Ottawa County prosecutor said that the mom never told the original investigating deputy that she had taken the phone to punish her daughter. Like nothing like that was mentioned in the report. So the arresting deputy assumed that she just, in fact, stole a phone from her ex-husband. Because clearly, if a parent took away a cell phone from a child as a matter of reasonable parental discipline, not only would we not charge them, the police would not request a charge to begin with,
That sounds like an official governmental quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's the lesson, guys. Here's the lesson.
Stay away from Michigan.
Yeah.
Yes, and also, don't ever take away your child's
No,
cell phone.
shut up.
No, Dex.
What?
That's bad.
Always tell your child that the cell phone isn't allowed in the house and that they have to leave it outside. Because if you steal it or take it from them, you might end up in jail.
Yeah.
You might
This is
end
one
up
of the
in
most
jail.
bizarre stories I've ever heard.
It really is.
Literally minutes into the trial, the assistant prosecutor announced, our bad.
Oh.
We've just discovered it was the daughter's phone, not the ex-husband's. The daughter actually pays for the cell phone bill, and it was a gift given to her as a Christmas present. Our bad.
Your Honor, if it please the court, we have, in light of new information, the prosecutor, the city, the state would like to drop the charges, and we would like to issue a formal apology.
Yeah.
I'm kind of blown away.
And reimburse the $200 for bail.
Hey, why is nobody mentioning that there's a 16-year-old girl who pays for her own cell phone bill? That's kind of impressive.
Well,
I mean, that's pretty.
That little detail got lost in the story, didn't it?
She bought her own iPhone and pays her own service. That's pretty cool.
My 14-year-old does that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, Jack
Wow,
Jeter. Shout out to
cool.
Jack Jeter.
Right on, man. Like he actually goes on and pays it himself.
Well, he gives me the cash.
Yeah, I don't think it's the
I
same
pay.
thing.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Oh, I really don't.
I pay the bill.
I see.
Because children don't have credit cards
Yes.
or debit cards
Yes.
or means to pay for it.
That's true.
People are chiming in left and right. And for some reason, our Google Voice is deciding it doesn't want to let me.
Oh, is that
read
the
anything.
is that the county where Making a Murderer happened? Is that true,
Is
or are they
it
making
really?
funny? I don't know if they're just making a joke, but
Yeah, somebody said, hold on, I actually have to defend the cops on this one. Because just imagine how many crazy excuses a warrant officer has probably heard when trying to pick people up.
Well, I'm not faulting that.
Yeah.
But once she got to the police department,
Right.
it shouldn't have gone any farther than that.
Somebody else said, what a pathetic father. Like, imagine what this is teaching the daughter about the justice system and about parenting.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says the officer definitely needed his common sense checked because there are many times when we have to do our job and yet have the common sense to realize the daughter needed punishment. So,
yeah.
Somebody else said stealing is stealing, though. It doesn't matter if it's a cell phone. The mom should have talked to the dad about the punishment.
Stealing is stealing.
But he was lying. She didn't have to talk to him. It's
Right.
not his cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's why I said just don't take the phone away. Just say that the phone's not allowed in the house.
I don't know.
That's what you do. I don't know how you get around that. I mean,
Because then a real criminal might take it if it's left out on your porch.
well, I mean, the daughter's going to have to stay outside with the phone.
Well,
It's your phone.
Another member of the story said, guys, me and my wife listen to the show every day. She should be driving to work right about now, obviously listening to you guys. Today is our wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's cool.
Happy anniversary.
He needs help proving a point. Sierra, your husband loves you the most, okay? It's true. He loves you the most. There we go.
There you go.
I don't know what that proves.
Nope. Sierra just chimed in and said, no, I love him the most.
No, she did not. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
All right.
Because she shouldn't be texting and driving.
That's true.
Shout out to Ottawa County warrant officers for doing their jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed up. They
Yeah.
did their jobs. It's
Yeah.
better than just, calling and waiting for 3 hours and nobody ever showing up.
Right.
Right?
That's true. All right, we just have to take a quick break, guys. Promise, we'll be right back, okay? Just a few minutes. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang on.
Philip DeCourcy warns us of the dangers of doing it alone.
See, we're not to worry. That's what Jesus is going to argue. And the context was a discussion he had with his disciples about material possessions and their significance in life, what value we put on money, clothes, houses, things. Does that define our life? Is that where we get our security, our sense of well-being? Well, that's the question Jesus asked, doesn't he? In verse 24. No one can serve two masters, For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will be loyal to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, or you cannot serve God and money. You can't be loyal to Jesus Christ and pursue in a greedy manner material things. So the question Jesus asks before he gets to the issue of where he is money going to be your God, or is God going to remain your treasure?
That's your PowerPoint on Star 88.
Here's a hotspot with Skip Heitzig that takes us on a tour of your bank account.
You can tell a lot about a person's spirituality by what that person does with money. Just take a tour of the checkbook.
So you are a Christian. Well now, is your checkbook converted?
What you need to realize when it comes to percentages is you don't own anything. It's not yours. It all is his. 100%.
Hotspot. Like this free sample from Skip? You can find a lot more, like 3,400 full messages at connectwithskip.com. All gratis.
So if God happens to give you anything or let you keep anything that's already his to begin with, that's where you thank him for. Instead of saying, oh my goodness, I have to give 10%. How about this? God lets you keep 90.
Skip reminds, your money can be a path to worship.
This ought always to be our highest motivation. It's not, well, I'm giving because the church needs it. It should be, I'm giving because God is worth it.
Hotspot.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
The college professor who says she was sexually assaulted by Brett Kavanaugh when they were teenagers is now willing to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee next week, but not on Monday.
Newly released documents show the prototypes for President Trump's border wall are all vulnerable to being breached.
Mass shooting in Maryland. It happened at a Rite Aid distribution center about 35 miles northeast of Baltimore. 26-year-old woman armed with a handgun opened fire on coworkers. 3 were killed, 3 others hurt. Police say the woman then shot herself and she later died.
California has joined the war on plastic straws. It's the first state to bar restaurants from automatically giving them to customers.
Kim Jong-un says he wants a second meeting with President Trump.
New report predicts by next year, nearly half of all calls made to cell phones will be a scam call.
Downfield pass is picked. Browns win it by 4 over the Jets. What a night in Ohio.
Live from the Dream Style Star 88 Studios, Dex, Steve-O, and Sam Swan. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
It's good to be here.
You know what today is? Or not today. You know what tomorrow is, Sam?
Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the first day of fall.
Oh!
Boom! Nailed it!
You win gift pack of Passion Night worship tickets.
Oh,
United.
sweet.
Here you go, buddy. You can
Sweet.
have those.
I don't believe in worship.
Stop
what
it.
did you just say? What
Stop
did you just say?
I'm just kidding.
Wow, that's weird. So
I don't believe in commercialized worship.
even
Sorry.
a pastor from the Southern Baptist Convention can be snarky and
No,
have
you can have
jokes
these,
at
brother.
times.
It's all
That's cool to learn.
I'll take them.
It's cool to learn.
They're yours, man. They're yours.
Yeah, no, I'm just
We
kidding.
appreciate
I like,
you, dude.
Yeah.
You know you can always just take whatever you want.
Okay.
Want this computer?
Yeah.
Just take it.
Want these iPads?
Just take it.
You know?
Right now, I need food. That's
right?
That's what I wish you guys
Be
had in
nice.
here.
Be nice.
Like a little mini fridge with some muffins.
Yeah. Let's talk about, like, if we could have a dream studio, what would we want in it?
Dude.
You'd want a mini fridge?
Well, with just a couple of snacks to keep us going.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would want a recliner.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With, like, one of those massage recliners?
Yeah. I want a table for us to sit at.
Okay.
So I can stare at you across the table.
Do you want it granite?
When you say something controversial, I can just stare into your soul.
Nice. Do you want wood, granite? What kind of table are we looking at?
I wouldn't take wood for granite. That's for sure. I would appreciate it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
No, a wood table, because the granite, if we want to move it, that's heavy.
That's true. Good call.
Although some wood tables are heavy.
Good call.
Yeah, what else would we want? Steve-O, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want in your dream studio, man? In your dream style studio?
Your dream style. I almost said that, but you beat me to it.
Sushi bar?
Ooh, a sushi bar with a sushi chef?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to be here the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that we could just talk to him and just nod.
Hi.
And just nod.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Why wouldn't he speak English?
Because then it would be terrible sushi.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you want a California roll?
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Not
okay.
from you, I don't. Maybe a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Yeah.
This
You
is
want
my
onions
dream,
with it?
all right? My
Yeah.
dream
Okay,
style
all
remodeled
right.
Star
There
80
you go.
studio.
All right.
You said, what do I want? Now you're mocking me.
We'll ship them in from Japan.
Okay. You don't have to go that
Hi.
far.
Hi.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
All right.
I would want him to be older and wiser like Mr. Miyagi.
Oh yeah.
Like an
Like
actual
how
Mr.
old? Like
Miyagi.
65?
Maybe. And so he'd be making sushi, but really it's more than just a sushi maker guy.
He's
like he
sharing.
would be wisdom imparting.
Yes.
Like he'd be a real life fortune cookie, not those fake things that America created to like try and get us into horoscopes or something. It'd be like a dude that has all this wisdom, and so he'd be like making sushi and stuff, and then it'd be like, how are you? And it'd be like, well, I'm dealing with this in life. And it'd be like,
You
and then he'd drop
a
science,
wisdom bomb.
and then there'd be a dude behind him that would just hit the gong every time he was finished.
Yeah. I love that.
And I'm
That's
like,
good.
dang, dude,
That's good.
you were so full of knowledge, Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
That's his name. Yeah, because he's the bomb. I gotta go.
Okay.
Oh, good. We'll be right back, folks, after this break.
You know what? Cut his mic.
I wish he would just stay out. He's going to walk in any second now. Darn it.
Oh, there he did. He came back.
Oh, every time.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, my wit gets me in trouble.
Yes.
My wit gets me in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Gosh, I didn't even plan that.
That was so good.
Thank you.
That just blew up in here.
Oh,
it was so. It was explosive. I'm telling you. I was blown away. I just couldn't. I couldn't take it anymore.
Quit hitting the table. You mess me up every time you do that. Seriously, I didn't even mean to hit that button. He hits the table and my finger goes.
Steve-O,
click.
you are dynamite, man. You are.
Thank you. Well.
No, thank you.
Fun Pun Friday.
Thank you for
Say that.
letting
Fun
me
Pun Friday.
letting me
Say that fast.
participate in
Fun
that.
Pun Friday.
Fun Pun Friday.
Yeah, Fun Pun Friday.
Say it 5 times fast.
Fun Pun Friday, Fun Pun Friday, Fun Pun Friday. I can't do it. Got it 3.
That almost sounds like something the sushi guy might say.
Yeah.
Fun pun.
Fun Pun. I want the Fun Pun roll.
Hike.
What? I apologize for being honest.
Where did we go with this? Just
Fun Pun roll.
Oh man.
Oh wait, is it here? Is it
Yes,
here?
it is. Yes, it
Oh, glory!
It is
glory,
here.
glory! Oh man,
It's here.
Our dry sauna just arrived.
So,
I heard about
no,
this.
this is no. I think people think we're joking. This is no joke. Don't sweat the small stuff is
Right.
the name of the show. And we
Go
were
ahead and
hit
tell
up and
everybody
said,
about it.
well, yeah, we were hit up and it was like, guys, we're this production company in town, and do you guys have any fun ideas? Because you guys are hilarious. And we're like, and Dex had this whole really outlandish idea, like, what if we interviewed celebrities in a sauna?
Yeah, in a dry sauna.
And they were like, and he just threw it out there. And next thing you know, it was like, hey, the sauna will be here Friday.
Yeah.
And it was like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so.
So
I'm
cool.
like,
we're gonna-
whoa, this is what it's like when you have creativity and people want to cultivate that and you do things and it actually happens.
Oh.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
So this is what this is our vision, right, Sam? This is what our dream is. And we don't know if we're going to be able to do this or not, but we want it to be a traveling dry sauna.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
So
this is real.
it's not
great.
just set up at one location. It's we put it on a trailer and we go to different destinations.
Why are we segging into this right now? Because
Why?
we are literally just talking about my Mr. Miyagi Hiroshima guy, and now we're talking about something that's real, but people are going to think we're joking still.
No, this is real. This is real.
Go to Instagram.
So, but we don't know
Go
if
to
it's going to be a
Facebook.
traveling dry sauna yet.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
dream,
so
though.
great.
That's what we want. But
It's so great.
It's
yeah,
when
we're
a
going to interview
it's when
people
a
in the
dream, an idea, this dream, it becomes real.
Don't
it starts
sweat the small
flourishing.
stuff.
Yeah, that's a good name, right?
don't sweat that. And you know what? I have to give credit. I don't know who it was, but somebody on Facebook actually came up with that name.
The name.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but thank you. Yeah.
Don't
Because
sweat
Jordy
the.
was like, I thought they.
No, it was one of the names I wrote down when I actually talked about it. And you made fun of my idea. Actually, Steve, I didn't want to be a part of it at all.
Okay.
And because he made fun of it, and he's like, "No, I don't want to be a part of it."
But now,
But now, of course,
don't
it's gonna be great.
don't sweat the petty things.
No, don't sweat the
No,
small
And
stuff.
don't pet the
sweat
sweaty
the small stuff.
Yes,
That
that's
kind of goes both
yes,
ways.
That's very true as well. Gosh, see, I don't need Hiroshima. I just need you, Sam.
Hi.
Can you make a good sushi roll? Have you ever tried? Have you guys ever tried making sushi yourself?
I've never tried to
Oh,
make it,
dude.
because where I come from, we call that bait.
Yeah.
I had a California
Well
roll.
done.
I had a California roll for the first time in my life the other
Okay.
day.
Real first
I've
time.
never
That's
ever
not
had
even really
sushi.
sushi. That's not even really sushi.
I know,
But
that's
no,
what I
that's
heard.
how you start, though.
That's how close I got.
That's how you start.
So,
That's
so
the
California
gateway
rolls are a
drug.
gateway,
Yes,
a
it
gateway
is.
sushi.
Gateway sushi.
That's how I started. That's how all my friends started was California roll.
Nah, I just jumped into the deep end. Huh?
Yeah.
Fun Friday.
Really though, I did. I had a good friend who lived in Japan for a few years, and he took me for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, what? And it was like, no, we're going hard.
Yeah.
And it wasn't California roll. It was crazy. And I was going, I don't know, man, because I remember the first time I was like, I can taste the ocean. I think I'm drowning.
Taste the ocean.
I think I'm drowning. This is gross.
I've never
and now
tasted
it's my
the
absolute
ocean.
favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
I love sushi.
Yeah.
So.
Well, don't you get it like twice a week or something?
Really
You have
do.
like a family night.
I really do. Well, it's there's certain places in town that have certain
you hit.
deals.
Oh,
and
right.
that I really do.
Yeah.
It's a go-to.
Well, because I've heard you talk about it often.
People know me my name now
Yeah.
at this grocery store.
Yeah. That's so good.
So.
Well, I'd like to try it.
Okay.
I'd like to try good
You should
sushi.
go with somebody who knows what they're doing.
That's
though.
what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to.
Don't go to like.
Hey, yo, you
Vegas
want some
and
sushi?
Try at a buffet. Yeah.
I
Don't
think
do that.
from the California roll, the next step is salmon.
Okay.
Like it's like a California roll with little
My
pieces
favorite
of
fish.
salmon in
Okay.
it.
My favorite.
Because
No, I like salmon, grilled salmon.
See,
this
and the funny thing
doesn't
is
taste
now I
anything like
can't
it.
do. Now I
You can't eat
do it
grilled
because I'm like,
salmon?
this is warm and mushy
Yeah.
salmon, and I
Oh.
don't like it. Like
Okay.
it's a totally different
Sushi
flavor.
salmon
raw.
is amazing.
So
Okay,
that's
now
what we
let me
did.
ask you a question. Is
Okay.
it tuna? Is
Yeah.
a fish?
Ahi, yeah.
Because you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish,
Oh
right?
my
But
Fun
tuna
Friday.
fish. Sorry, I had that. It was in my head.
Fun Pun Friday.
So tuna is a fish, and it's raw, right, in the can.
Yeah.
So
It's totally different.
Do they
Totally
have-
different. It tastes differently.
okay,
It's
It's
a
a
different
different
part
cut.
of the
It's a
different part
different
of the fish.
okay,
It's a thicker, bigger piece,
all right.
and yes. like
Okay,
the
so
ahi-
what we need to do
yes.
is go get some sushi
Uh-huh.
with somebody who
But
knows
at a
what they're
restaurant,
doing.
we're not going to do this at the house. I've made sushi at
But
home,
actually,
and it was
Sam,
not.
if you want to have sushi with us, it'll cost you $1,000.
Okay, shut up.
After all, this is a listener-supported station.
That's right. That's right.
It's not a guest host
Yeah.
supported station.
So, Aaron's chiming
think-
in with a place that we needed
I got
to go. So
I got
maybe
$3.
we'll do that.
I could
We'll maybe
support
we'll-
you that way.
Okay, that'll do.
I mean,
Right on.
And this silver money clip is probably worth I don't know $10.
that won't even give us sup.
Fun Friday.
Yeah, much less the port
The
that
port.
we need. So,
Oh, well.
yeah.
Well
You
played.
don't freak out over things that have a weird consistency.
I
you?
do.
you?
It depends. There are some things that I have texture issues with,
Yeah, I think you'll be all right then.
but I do like mushrooms that
Yeah, you're
are
fine.
like sautéed as long as they're not super slimy.
Well, you love seafood, right, and fish.
I do. I
so
do. I like fish.
You'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I eat
ya.
cooked fish.
You're gonna be mad at yourself that you waited. You wasted
This
so many
whole
years.
this whole time.
You
I wasted.
what? Last year you said was the first time. How many years ago?
No, it was just recently.
Oh my gosh. You and Matt Gentry are the same way. I think it was Gentry too. It was a few years ago. Like
Yeah.
it was 4 or 5 years ago. He was like, "I've never had sushi."
Yeah.
And then he had it, and he was. This is.
By the way,
best
that
thing
was a
ever.
very good Matt Gentry impression. You sounded
That was
almost
good.
just like him. Yeah.
I've never had sushi. I'm Matt Gentry.
But I would go with somebody who knows what they're doing, and I think I could trust you guys because we're friends, and you seem to know a lot about sushi.
Fish eyeballs are really good too.
Oh no, I wouldn't go that
Get
far.
out of my life.
I'm just kidding. They don't have those.
I didn't see that coming.
No. Gosh.
Fun Friday.
Man,
I see what you did there.
Oh.
That's twice.
Oh, you have great sight.
Thank you.
Insight.
Way to sock it to me.
Oh.
Ow.
Yeah. Yep. One time when I was in high school, I was looking at this girl, and she rolled her eyes at me, so I picked them up and rolled them right back to her.
Yep.
Although I will say, I have learned so much from you as far as puns go, so you have made me a great pupil.
Oh. Wow.
That's it for me!
Yes.
No, he's not. He'll be right back. He'll be right back in 3 seconds. 2.
Thank you.
One, thank you.
Thank you. I just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
Got anything with retina, or are we done?
Oh, missed it by an eyelash.
Oh, wow.
What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, Sam, I'm going to miss these conversations when we're all gone.
I know.
So great. What?
In our
You
dry
mean,
sauna.
you mean this afternoon?
No, yeah.
Just for today.
Yeah.
The weekend's here, dude.
Yeah, it's Friday, man.
I know.
I love our
Listen,
hang
I just want to
sessions.
say, I apologize that I can only come in one day a week.
That's okay.
Because but it does make me look forward to
It
Friday.
keeps, yeah, and it keeps
I thought you were
people
going to do a pun right
wanting
there.
more.
Oh, no, I didn't have any more puns.
No, he's
I
not.
was
He's
like
out.
waiting
The
for
eyes
it.
have it. That's
Yeah.
all those in favor. Did you hear about the Pentecostal business meeting? All those in favor, put down one hand.
Okay. Yeah. Amanda says, please make Fun Pun Friday a thing. It's the best ever.
It is fun.
I mean, it is fun, but all right. We got to take a break.
No, we don't.
And now, another episode of Pun Theater.
Pun Theater!
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, do you know where sharks go on vacation? Finland.
Oh.
Fantastic. I'm finished.
That was a little fishy.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I think Steve-O's lost his composure. He can't stop.
Theater. Pun Theater!
Yo. What?
My friend's bakery burned down last night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now his business is toast.
I know it.
Pun Theater!
That's a good one.
Fun
Pun Friday!
You are on
He's gonna
fire.
make dough now.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Well, that takes the cake.
Thank you.
I don't even want to say anything else. I'm just going to go to break.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. The Passion Worship Night is happening Friday, October 5th at Calvary Church, Albuquerque. You can hear music from Passion and Travis Green and a message from Pastor Levi Lesko. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the event starts at 7 p.m. Mesilla Park Community Church is hosting a Trunk or Treat Family Fall Festival on Friday, October 19th from 6 to 8 p.m. There will be games, inflatables, treats, and so much more. Fall is basically here. That means there are cool things happening all over town. If you know about a free fall festival, carnival, Halloween alternative, or any other cool things happening, let us know about them. We'll talk about them on the air and post about it on our website. It is super easy. All you have to do is fill out the form online at start88.fm. For more information about events happening in your community and so much more, visit start88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi, and this is Star 88.
Whether at home or in the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
We need to understand that dealing with criticism is a part of leadership, period. It doesn't matter who you are, how hard you try, how much you care. You can never avoid all criticism, nor should you try to, or you'll be putting your energy towards something that's less important rather than the more important mission that you're called to. And you know this at some level. We're all criticized. You may be criticized for what you said on social media, for the way you dressed your children, for how you cheer at their games, for your opinions about this or that. In your leadership, in your business, in your nonprofit, if you're succeeding, some people will not like you and they're going to criticize you. If you're confident, they may pick you apart. They may not trust your motives and criticize you. They'll criticize your leadership decisions, who you hire. They'll criticize what you do. They'll criticize what you don't do.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. I've been down this road before. Now I know which way to go. You can try to drag me down, but I'll be living in the clouds. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live.
Make it clear like I need to see. As a kid, mama told me sky's the limit till you hit it. Like King Griffey to the fences. Out of there, out the park, hit and run. That's my drive. It's a vibe, been that way all my life. Yeah, I shut it down when I shine with the crew. Yeah, I ride with the crew. Gave my life to the truth. Testify. Walking water like the son of man. Understand? I'll never drown. Take a hit, never quit. Might be down, but never out. There are days that I fail, and the train's off the rail. Through the pain we prevail. Tell them you just gotta live.
Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. I've been down this road before. Now I know which way to go. You can try to drag me down, but I'll be living in the clouds. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live. You just gotta live. You just gotta live. Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. Just gotta live. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live.
Living till there's nothing left. Lean on. We need you like there's no one else. Ain't nobody out here more like you. And with you that broke the mold, and ain't no more like you. That's for sure. I can't drop out like the top down on the coat. Tell them watch out when I walk, I make a move. Sunday morning with my hands up, like they got the handcuffs. Searching for some answers since mama passed the cancer. And my sister left Seattle with a one-way ticket home. Hope she holding Jason, teaching him to speak some more. Gotta keep it going. Yeah, that's all it told me. Tell them you can make it when you know the one and only.
Burning right beyond the fire. You were born to win, yeah, you're a fighter. Don't let your light just fade away. You just gotta live. 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 I just wanna live. He wants you to live. You just gotta live. Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live. Yeah. I just wanna live.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Good morning. Daycare, can I help you?
Hey,
Hello? Jory, I'm on the phone. Yeah.
the Moana is, there's one movie that has, real bad, like, satanic stuff, so you guys need to be careful.
This is a daycare center, sir? Are you sure you have the right number?
Well, it's, there's one movie that has,
I'm sorry, what?
I can't remember. It's...
Are you looking for the daycare, sir?
No. Hey, dogs, what about Ball?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir. If there's something I can help you with, I'm kind of busy here.
Ratatouille is so lame.
Thank you for calling. Good morning. Daycare, can I help you?
Rats are for eating all kinds of scummy things.
Sir, I think you just called here. You have the wrong number.
The beast would beat the mermaid, dude.
If there's something you're looking for with a daycare, then you found it. Otherwise...
Mermaid would tear the mermaid up, dog.
If I find out who you are, my husband is going to come over there, and he's going to take your tonsils through your nose. You got me?
See you later, dog.
Don't say that.
Fun Prank Friday? Is it Fun Prank Friday? Wait, it's Fun Pun Friday.
I just know it's Friday.
They call me the prankster. You're the Punisher. I'm the prankster.
The Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. Thanks for joining us. Sam Swan hanging out. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in, be a part of the show. Well, did we say we were going to talk about something? Or
I don't think we teased
Okay,
anything.
we didn't tease anything.
No.
I do need to make a phone call at some point.
Well, why don't you just make a phone call?
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Thank you. We've been working together long enough.
Yeah.
Make a
This
phone
is
call.
true.
buddy. Go ahead.
This is true.
Go ahead and hit that number. Go ahead and make that phone call.
Let's see. I'm getting the little.
Go ahead and tap that number.
Can't
Go
do
ahead.
it.
Oh, he can't?
No, I gotta give him 5. Gotta give him 5, so I can
Oh.
I can do some setup.
Okay, that's cool. Do some setup, man. Why don't you set it up?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a big deal. I'm like, is this
what's going on, man?
Is this what I talk about on air?
Are you calling your new BFF, Dylan Sprouse?
The
Dylan Sprouse.
The morning show, we pride ourselves on being authentic, right?
Well,
we're pretty real.
I don't know about
We're
you.
pretty real. We talk about real life things that Christians go through.
That prank I did.
You
I
know,
don't
it's
know
not
about
necessarily all just like, hey, this worship leader, blah. It's like, hey, this is real life. And something is kind of going down in real life right now.
Oh, my gosh.
That I'm like having a hard time trying to figure out.
For real?
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, Sam Swan.
Okay.
You're a wise man. You have so many children, like Father Abraham.
Had many sons.
Oh, dude, and many sons had Father Abraham.
I actually have more daughters than I have sons.
You do, actually.
But
Yes, you
still,
do.
yes.
3 and 2. But that's helpful to me because this weekend is a big weekend. You guys ever heard of something called homecoming?
Oh, my gosh.
I have a vague memory of homecoming, yes.
Yeah.
Not the Spider-Man movie. Not the Spider-Man movie.
I had to
don't
go
wanna-
and help my daughter pick out a dress yesterday for homecoming.
Yeah. So I've got a 14-year-old who was invited by a girl to homecoming.
Oh!
So over the week we had to go out and you turn that music off right now. You turn that music off right now.
Baby, come back.
Nope. And we had to.
Baby, I'm a want you. All these old love songs.
Yeah, dude.
Whew, we had to pick out a wardrobe. We had to set some ground rules.
Ground rules.
We also had to purchase a corsage or whatever
Ooh,
it's called.
the
Is that what it-
corsage,
the little-
yes.
what's
A
the little
wrist
thing called?
corsage.
Wrist corsage?
The
Yeah,
corsage.
wrist corsage.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, it's just a friend thing. But okay, I'm gonna murder you then. I'm gonna fight you to the death. It's just
You're the real thing in my life.
Oh gosh. Wow.
Go ahead, man.
So we got this wrist corsage thing for this girl, and I'm
yes.
going, look, bro, it's just a friend thing. It's just a friend thing. They've been friends for a few minutes.
Corsage
and,
is a big deal, bro.
You know, when she invited him, it was like the hesitancy. Do you even allow that? It's not his school, which, by the way, do you know how many strings you have to pull to
Yes.
allow a kid at a different school to go to your homecoming?
Yes.
It's unbelievably ridiculous.
Yes.
I didn't know
the
that.
hoops that have to be jumped through.
Just to get
there's
him
FBI
to the
background
APS
checks.
school.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not even like no joke.
Fingerprinting,
It's unbelievable.
retina scanning.
He goes to a charter school on UNM campus. Shout out to Ames, the Albuquerque Institute for Mathematics and Science. And, you know, so
That is a school,
nerd
by
school.
the way, I would never be invited to.
Yeah. So nerd school doesn't exactly have like your traditional prom and homecoming. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And it's like, well, this could be a good experience. You could see what it's like when you go to the movies and you see like, oh, that's what a dance is like. I'm gonna.
I've been waiting for
gosh.
a girl like you.
Okay, so
Come
he's 14,
into
guys. He's
my
14.
life.
He's 14. He's 14, and he doesn't think like that, right? Because 14-year-olds don't think like that, right?
The road that I must travel.
This is what kids are listening to, right, at the dances?
Yeah.
Is this the soundtrack?
Well, that's some of the music that, that's after my time
Oh, yeah, okay.
when I was going to homecoming
So here's the thing.
as a friend.
My son will be at homecoming tomorrow night. His first dance ever with a, quote, date.
Yes.
And when thinking about your child going on a, quote, date, even though it's just friendship, what's the first thing you think about? The other father.
Yes.
The other
right?
father.
Yes. That's what you both thought about, right?
Yes.
Exactly. We don't think about anything else.
I was waiting for you to
Like,
tell
where's
me
my
what I
shot?
should think about.
We think about the other father, and I'm thinking, if the daughter is anything like the father, how is this going to go? Right? So I think in order to get a
Are we
good
calling
grasp,
the father?
a good grasp of who my son is going to be going on
Okay.
a date
Kidding me.
with, I want to talk to the father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I need to get inside the mind of the father.
Yo, yo, yo.
Of the, oh, hello.
Yo,
Hi.
yo, yo.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
Is this Mr. Belleville?
Wait, what?
Yo.
What?
Mr.
Bum
Belleville.
rush the show.
Yeah. Welcoming
What's
to the
up?
show, the one and only Brodus, also known as Joey Belleville, also known as father of the bride.
Oh
I
my
mean
gosh.
date, I mean friend.
Oh, dude.
Listen,
Hold on
dog!
a second.
Wow.
Slow your roll on those. Pull in the reins on those apocalypse horsemen.
Yeah, bro.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm on Joey's side. He's got a daughter.
Okay. Have you met Jack
Yeah.
Peter? Have you met Jack
Yeah,
Peter?
he's a super handsome young man.
Yeah,
It makes you
I've
stumble.
got a daughter. I've got a responsibility.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Aren't you scared your daughter might stumble? Because Jack Peter's very handsome.
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
No.
This conversation just took a turn.
She, so it's one of those things, man, you know, where it's like honestly, like I wouldn't even have her go into homecoming until like the last hour of her high school
Right.
career.
It would have to be with
maybe.
an ugly guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. And so the rule for this year was, and I know that she wanted to go. She didn't go last year, and you know she's really, you know, so far anyway has her head on pretty straight. But I'm like, Maggie, you're not going with a guy. You know, you can't go on a date. You have to go in a
Good
group
dad.
setting.
Yes.
And it has to be something as friends.
Yep.
But then, like all her friends, they're all like coupled up. So then I'm like, wait a second. I don't want you to be stuck with some lame dude who's just like gawking at you, and you're the only ones that like aren't dating, and then he's just like just terrorizing you the whole evening. You know, I said. So then I was like, can't it be like a mix? Aren't there any other girls that's not going? And then there was another girl who didn't have a date, but she was a girl looking for another girl for a date. So that didn't work out as an option. And so, yeah, it was pretty interesting. So then I was like, well, if it can't, I started just thinking, man, the only thing I would feel good about her going with is if it was like a friend of the family, like someone I knew. And then it's like, well, her and Jack are super close buds. They've known each other their whole lives. They play Destiny all the time together.
They play online video games together.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Yeah.
They're uber nerds together.
So I said, you know, so I called Chrissy and I said, and I was just like, I can't even believe I'm doing this, you know, because I have no problem with her staying home.
Right?
I'm like,
Good call.
But I was just like, man, this is just as friends. Just as friends, okay? It's not a date.
Just friends.
But, would you be interested in having, you know, doing like a friend date, being like a friend? It's not a date, but friends. But anyway, it worked out, and he said yes, and they said yes, and I feel like so much better knowing that, like teasing aside, like I feel super good that there's a Jeter bro with my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, we mess around, but Steve-O keeps it pretty legit with his boys, you know, man style. And it was one of the first things that Maggie said. She's like, Jack has manners.
Yeah.
You know, he's a gentleman. And I said, so we had all the talks, you know, like make sure, you know, if you're around a bunch of people, and what's great is that if the group she goes with, they'll all turn out to be like idiots, you know, her and Jack can just step back, make fun of them, and just have their own combo.
Yeah.
Have their own
Do
little
their own
yeah.
thing,
pretty
make fun of everyone else,
Totally.
you know?
I like
So
that.
I was like, can Jack dance? And she was like, oh, yeah, he likes to party. And I was like, okay, cool.
Of course he does. He's Steve-O's son.
He's like, he likes to get down. And so
Does he like to party?
Does he like to
she's
party?
Like, yeah. She goes, I've seen memes.
Yeah.
I've
So I
seen
didn't know what
memes.
that meant. I was just like, is he going to be shy? You think he'll dance? And she said, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
yeah.
gave her like some tips on like how to guide conversations. You know, if her other friends are like all just talking about band stuff, I said, you know, you can't just. This is going to be a fun evening. Supposed to be a fun evening for Jack as well, and you know, make sure Jack's always included. I said it's probably not going to be a bad thing. Why don't you brag to your friends about how this dude split an arrow?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I mean, he's like one of the. But the thing that she really likes about it, and I have to admit I like about it too, is you know how high school is. Everyone's got they're all kids get kind of ratty and they're all like up in each other's business and la la la. But here comes Maggie showing up with a friend date, but somebody that they don't know who this is at all. And Jack, you know, I mean, he's a good-looking kid, right? And so he rolls up, and all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh my gosh, we don't have Maggie figured out. Like she drops the mystery bomb. And it's just like, I was like, sweetheart, don't act like you're better than anybody, but you need to know that you are.
Yeah.
I said you brought your own comparable A-lister to the party that is on the level of, you know, there's a history of Belleville and Jeters being sociable and having good times.
So, here's the thing, Brodus.
It's in your DNA.
You're talking about Jack Jeter with those blue eyes and that ginger red hair. And the fact that he is an archer, he split an arrow, man. He is our state champion.
He is.
Any fears of old Cupid shooting that bow, bro? I mean, he's like a real life Cupid, dog.
If I was to be honest about the talk I had with her last night, I even explained, I was like, I said, I'm not going to. If a slow dance happens,
it will.
Oh, dude, I don't know how he'll
and
handle
he's
that.
Like standing really weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I said, you just got to like, it's not because if he's like awkward and just like he's hiding something from you, like secret. I was like, there's a reason for that. So I explained that whole thing. I was like, even the goodest of good kids, you know, that car's driving on autopilot and they can't, you know.
Yeah.
So there's that, and how was that for saying it without saying it? And then also, I didn't want to make it to like it's a friend date, and I didn't want to make it like
yes.
I'll put that pressure on it like the parents set it up, you know.
Dude,
I said,
right?
This is your guys' evening to hang out without your parents. You know, that's all, and with him without his brother there, always, you know, telling him that's dumb, you know, and Julian always telling her, it's like, that's dumb, you know, you know, and so it'll be their evening, and I know that, you know, and I said, so if I don't know, dude, I am fully aware.
It's going to be
that,
interesting.
If some sparks fly, at least it's their sparks, you know, and we have. And we have fire extinguishers.
Well,
so
yes. Oh, I've
right.
set out all of the fire extinguishers, bro. Because the funny thing is, like, on the flip side for me, like, ever since they were babies, they're like 9 months apart here. Ever since they were like little babies, the wives may have had some jokes, right? Like the wives always with the cute, like, oh, they're just so, oh my gosh, here's a picture of them when they're 3 and 4. This is going to be great at their wedding. And it was cute when they were 3 and 4. But now when they're awkward teenagers, I'm like,
has disappeared.
listen, that's not funny anymore to a 14-year-old boy. No jokes about the future. Let him enjoy his evening with no pressure, moms.
No pressure, yeah. I said that exact thing.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, your moms, both of your guys' moms are gonna make you feel super awkward. And I said, but just know that you got to tough it out. Take the photos.
Yeah.
And but you know what? At the end of the evening, she was like, Jack's. She hasn't hung out nonstop with Jack her whole life, so it doesn't feel so weird that she's taking her brother.
Right.
You know, there's been just the right amount of, like, I've known him my whole life, but there's been that right amount of distance, so it doesn't feel, you know, like like all Utah or whatever, and so so
Utah.
So I don't know what I mean by that. That was just a random thing.
Oh man.
But it's pretty cool. And she was like, and I guess this is obviously Jack's first homecoming, right? Because his school doesn't really have them.
Yeah, they have like dances, but it's not nearly. Yeah.
And I said, well, she said that for her it will always be her first homecoming, and she's pretty honored that she's going with someone who is close to our family and means something to her.
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
That's
I like that.
Nice.
It was cool. It's cool. And I was like, and he loves the Lord, and he's like, and that is so nice, and it's not going to be like all, talking, oh my
Weird.
gosh, dude, the
I
mouths.
know. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I know.
And so they both have standards to live up to. You do the same. We both do the same thing that Steve Ryman taught us. It's like, hey, Bellevilles don't do that.
Yeah,
and
Cheetah
you're
Boys
like,
don't act like
Cheaters
that.
don't do that. That's
Cheetah
right.
Boys are special,
So,
man. They
you know
don't
what?
do that. Yeah.
I think that if they have a good time and without us like making it weird for them, then that's organic and just. Yeah. I'm not pushing them together, that's for sure.
Yeah,
not throwing. There's no rush.
No.
Not throwing that into anything. But her whole mentality is just having a good time, dancing it up. They got dressed up, and they're going to dance it up, and she's going to be with somebody totally hilarious and cool.
He's pretty cool.
And,
he's a pretty cool kid.
Yeah, and good looking enough that she'll have like so much cred like later. It'll be like,
her street cred is going to be
for real.
That's right. Yeah.
You know those people that were in high school? They're like, so who you have a date? Oh, he doesn't go to this school. And they're like, oh, they're lying. They don't even have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's like some grown man with a mustache out of college shows up.
Right.
She's straight up. She's Hermione Granger in this, and he is Victor Crumb, and showing up at the winter dance. Like what? How is this a thing?
Right.
That's hilarious.
So if anything, you're welcome. I will accept cash payments. Anything really, any form of gift.
I can't give you anything now because if there's going to wind up being like some sort of dowry I'm building up for later. No, man.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
Fatten up your goat, Joey. Fatten up your goat.
Feelings about the whole thing. Yeah. I'm just.
It's cool and
like,
weird.
I'm pumped they're going together.
Sure.
But I'm also like, oh, did I really like help set up my daughter on a date with a cheater?
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
You did. You called me. Remember that. Like I'm going to look at you in 20 years and say, you called me.
But you used to even make jokes when they were kids. It's like, oh, yeah. They'll probably be making out sometime with it. I'm like, no!
Dude, when they were little, I was the one cracking those jokes because he has a daughter.
Yeah.
So I was always
daughter.
cracking on the daughter.
That's funny.
Like, and now it's here, bro.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Welcome to the future.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, there it is. Hey, I'm glad it's you, buddy. I'm glad it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad it's you.
So it's funny because here's the thing.
Isn't that?
Brodus and I
isn't
have
that
been
what
friends
the-
like for stupid amounts of time, and Maggie literally is miniature Joey, and Jack is literally miniature me.
Well, that's scary.
So that's kind of odd thinking about that for a second.
That is,
right?
So...
Jack shows up all ginger, and he's got these teeth that are like, he looks like this perfect like Taylor Swift smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he's just like
blue eyes.
eyes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got all the best features. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a win-win.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
I'm biased, but she's not shabby either. Maggie wins. Maggie scares the guys with like she's pretty smart and sharp and is not is not like not boy crazy at all. So that's good.
She's nerd cool Ramona Flowers. Are you kidding? So
yeah, I know. She's got chick drummer to her. So
there you go.
That's always
Love
mysterious.
Well,
so
we need an update on Monday.
We'll update Monday.
Yeah.
We're gonna update Monday. Oh!
Yeah.
All right, Joey.
Good
luck.
Brodus.
Good luck, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Prayers that because there should be no bases.
Yeah, none bases. No bases.
Don't
Except for
even put that out there.
ace of bases.
Not
Ace of
even a ball
bases.
four. No walk taken.
Yeah. I will accept Rob base or ace of base. That is the only base happening on there.
Wait,
That's it.
All she wants is another baby?
Oh, what? Okay. No, not that. Okay.
What?
We got
Yeah.
No,
All right.
that's not a good one.
All right. Well,
All right,
sweet,
see you
man.
guys.
All
Bye,
right.
Joey.
See you, Joey.
All right, dude. Bye.
Okay. Oh my gosh, poor Joey. Prayers for Joey.
Here's the best part: like they're going to dinner and then they're going to the dance, and it's like, well, what are we gonna do? I guess we could all go out together. So meanwhile,
cool.
like they're gonna be going to the dance, and we're all gonna be hanging out together, like nervous laughing the whole time.
the whole time.
I bet they're having a good time. I swear, if he touches,
yeah,
man,
I'll kill him.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you just? Man, I used to love going to dances because it was.
Oh, me too.
There's always that girl that you just really liked and you wanted to
dancing.
dance with.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was cool.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it. The nerves, the excitement.
Yeah.
Because Jack
and
has
you
gone
dress
to, like,
up because when you're a kid, you don't get
sure.
to dress up very much, and you don't even necessarily want to dress up very much. But for these kind of things, you want to.
It's cool because like he's my kid, so he dresses up differently than like for our generation. I remember always going to like Mr. Tux. I was always renting a tux, and I was doing. And Jack was like, nah, and so he went out and he got like black slacks and this dope white dress-up shirt, but then he got like a bow tie, suspenders, and cons.
Sweet.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
And it was like, yep. Like, you do you. If
Yeah.
that's the style you want, do you want the jacket? We tried on the jacket, and he goes, nah, I like the suspenders and bow tie. And I'm
Yeah.
like, then you
Looking
do
good.
that.
That's right.
Didn't even sway him. I wasn't even there. I let Chrissy go with him. I'm like, I don't want to sway his style in any way. Let him pick whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And so he chose black Converse, and I'm like, yep, that's my kid.
Riley did his first homecoming last weekend.
Really? My daughter's doing her first homecoming this weekend too.
And he picked out his own outfit. He had a pair of slacks and a dress shirt with a regular tie, but it was fashionable. He looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to
And that's what he wanted. He said, this is what I want to wear. He picked it all out.
I got to go and help Jaden pick out her dress
Oh, yeah.
yesterday at the mall.
Yeah.
And I hate shopping.
Yeah.
But it was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had as a dad because it was just fun
Fun
to
to
hang
do.
out with my daughter.
Absolutely.
And just she was trying on dresses. And not one time, we were there for like 2-3 hours, and it was like, not one time was I like, okay, hurry up. It was awesome. And then I asked her, I go, so going with the boy, because she talks to me about it, but it's like, but she told me she was going with a group of friends. So
Okay.
I hope that's true.
Yeah.
It could be true. There are still males that are within friendship, so
Yeah.
I hope you're prepared for that.
They go out as a group. They go out to dinner together, and they'll hang out at the dance the entire time together.
That's true.
Yeah, that's kind of what Riley did. I mean, they met a bunch of other couples, and it was kind of a group thing. It was fun. He had a good time.
Booyah.
Yeah.
and Hannah.
Updates to come.
Okay.
Updates to come.
There you go.
Let's take a quick break, guys. Man, I didn't know Lawrence Fishburne did this song.
Okay. That is Sam Cooke.
Doesn't that look like a younger Lawrence Fishburne?
Sure.
It does. Look at that.
Ish.
Sort of.
No?
Dude,
Okay.
I love
Looks like Sam Cooke to me.
Well, okay. You know what? You're right.
Sam Cooke was the homie that sang our first dance for Chrissy and I. And
Oh.
our song.
Really?
Sam.
Cupid?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Not Cupid. Cupid's inner space, bro. Anyone? Anyone?
Oh, yeah. When they
Anyone?
shrunk
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid?
Dennis
dude.
Quaid
Oh.
and Meg Ryan.
I watched that last year.
Yeah. Cupid. That's their song.
That's right. It is.
I totally forgot.
Come on, bro!
I totally
call,
forgot.
I loves me some Sam Cooke. One of the all-time greats.
All right. Let's take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
When we gather around the name of Jesus, everything changes. So come lift up the name of Jesus with us at Passion Worship Nights. Hosted by Passion and Louis Giglio with Travis Green, plus Levi Lusko and Trip Lee. Friday night, October the 5th. A powerful night of worship at Calvary Church, Albuquerque. Passion Worship Nights. A night for all ages. Friday night, October the 5th. Join Passion with Louis Giglio, Travis Green, Levi Lusko, and Trip Lee as we come together to lift up the name of Jesus. Tickets and information are at passionmusic.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
This is a Star 88 solar flare from Billy Graham. I read the last page of the Bible. It's all going to turn out all right. This is Star 88. Chad Beach says the church is all about good news.
There's something about walking with Jesus. There's something about being in relationship with God. When you walk with Jesus and you live your life for God, it just gets better and better. I'm telling you, this is how God works. God goes from strength to strength. He goes from glory to glory. He goes from one generation to the next generation. Life with Jesus only gets better and better. You know, the Bible says that those who receive the word shall within them produce a harvest beyond their wildest dreams. You know what the word is? The Bible says in John chapter 1, verse 1, that Jesus is the word. He is the living, breathing word of God. In the beginning was the word dwelt among us, and the word is God. Anybody that receives Jesus, something happens in them beyond their wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. Is there anybody thankful that life with Jesus is not going to get more boring and boring? If you're coming to church and you're bored with church, can I just give you a gentle heads up? It's not church that's gotten boring. It's not God that gotten boring. It's probably you that's gotten boring.
Chad Beach, a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I need you to fight for me when I don't know what I believe. Why does everybody leave? Show me what it's like to dream. Hey, go, you the best. Hey, say it with the chest. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. I know why we fight. It's just to know we tried. Eye drops. How do I start it off? Pulling all these hours, trying to keep it all clear. I got way too many thoughts, but in these expectations got me feeling stuck like. Think I feel it all the time. Did I really miss my pride? I don't know how to cope when I'm low, but I know that you're close, that you're close. I've been away, yeah, losing my faith, yeah. Hope I'm not late, trying to find grace, yeah. For my mistakes, ayy, I need to pray, yeah. I need to pray, yeah. Wake up to the mirror like I need you to fight for me when I don't know what I believe. Yeah. Why does everybody leave? Show me what it's like to dream. Hey, go, you the best. Hey, say it with the chest. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. I know why we fight. It's just to know we tried.
Say you gon' fight, you ain't try, you don't lie right. Send a prayer up, go a line, you don't find time. Down yet, homie, down yet. Pick me up off the ground yet. Almost drawn yet, put me on yeah. Sheesh. Wasn't in my right mind. Yeah. Reach out for me like a lifeline. I've been with you so long, it feel like a lifetime. So connected to you, I could be your Wi-Fi. I was a fight, left hook records just and right. Out my way, class feel too light. Lose my faith, I lose my life. I've been lost and feeling lonely. Tell them they can't hold me. Looking in the mirror like, when you fight for me.
Fight for me when I don't know what I believe. Why does everybody leave? Show me what it's like to dream. Hey, go, you the best. Hey, say it with the chest. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. I know why we fight. It's just to know we tried. I need you to fight for me.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I've got things that I thought would fill my heart up, sitting on top, winning, but that ain't winning. I've chased all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, stuff the world calls living, but that ain't living. Hey.
don't really matter what I do. Hey, hey, don't mean nothing without you. I don't wanna have it all, write my story any way I want. Everything will just fall apart if you waited, if you waited. I don't wanna give my way, no, I don't wanna run this thing, 'cause I know it all ends the same if you waited, if you waited. If you waited. I want all that you want, all that you got, point my heart towards you. I want you to. Hey, hey, nothing else is gonna matter. Hey, hey, if you're not what I'm after. I don't wanna have it all, write my story any way I want. Everything will just fall apart if you waited, if you waited. I don't wanna give my way, no, I don't wanna run this thing, 'cause I know it all ends the same if you waited, if you waited. If you waited. Here is my confession, I'm a man of imperfection, and my heart can go off chasing empty things. But you keep running toward me, yeah, 'cause you know what's best for me, and you know you are the only one I need. Oh, I don't wanna have it all. I don't wanna have it all. I don't wanna have it all, write my story any way I want. Everything will just fall apart if you waited, if you waited. I don't wanna give my way, no, I don't wanna run this thing, 'cause I know it all ends the same if you waited, if you waited. If you waited. If you waited. If you
What's going on in the news today?
Mass shooting at an office park in Aberdeen, Maryland.
Police have now arrested a 23-year-old man in Washington, D.C. for the murder of a jogger Tuesday night. Wendy Martinez was stabbed to death.
Michael Cohen has talked for hours with the Office of Special Counsel Robert Mueller.
The president has released on Twitter the names of the first Korean War veterans identified from 55 boxes of remains turned over by North Korea.
Ticketmaster is accused of collecting double fees on some tickets you buy.
The Dow Jones and S&P 500 each surged into record territory.
Wells Fargo is planning to slash up to 10% of its workforce.
New York's Attorney General is now suing a group of student loan debt relief companies who are accused of scamming students.
Authorities are calling off the search for two fishermen missing off Prince Edward Island.
Three major global petroleum companies now say they will join other international oil and gas companies in an initiative aimed at curbing carbon emissions.
Facebook is getting into the dating business.
California becomes the first state to prohibit full-service restaurants from automatically handing out plastic straws.
The Canadian government will eliminate unnecessary single-use plastics throughout all government operations.
Yeah, boy.
You gonna go for it?
That's all I got.
Oh man,
I ain't got no more.
gotta feel it, man.
Kind of going slow. Get up off the flow.
Feel it, feel it.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Not bad, man.
That was actually, I'm like, I'm not hating it. Speaking of being fans of yours, I heard somebody totally fangirled over you and Brenda last week at Starbucks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah?
They just chimed in and said, ask him about it.
Yeah, it was first of all, it was very nice. Very, very kind, and I was actually a little embarrassed.
Sure.
Kind of caught off guard. I'm just not used to that kind of attention.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was very kind. It wasn't weird. It didn't feel weird or anything. She introduced herself, and a couple of the people that she was with, two other people, and one of the ladies that she was with, it happened to be her birthday, and so we wished her a happy birthday.
That's cool.
And
did you sing?
No. Pitch pipe, please. A flat. And so it was just very. She said, "We listen to the radio station. We hear you. We like Fridays are fun. And
Fridays
we
are fun.
appreciate what
Fun,
you do
fun
on
Friday.
there." And yeah, so it was kind of a. And then after she left, I told Brenda, I said, "That was just totally weird for me. I mean, because I'm not. I mean, weird in the sense that I'm just not used to that kind of
Right.
attention or somebody
Yeah.
approaching.
Knowing who you are.
Yeah, it was very kind. It was very
That's
nice.
very cool.
Yeah,
Right on.
That is cool.
yeah. She's a faithful listener. She
Oh,
listens all the time.
What was her name? Give her a shout out.
Starbucks girl.
She told me her
Starbucks
name.
girl?
She told me her
Jennifer,
name. and
Maria,
I
Heather,
apologize because I
Consuela?
cannot. I kind of was freaking out, so I could not remember her
Margaret.
name. No,
Okay.
Stephanie.
no,
Did I already say Jennifer?
no.
Nope.
Monica.
I almost,
I'm just going with
I
TV
almost
shows.
feel like the lady whose birthday it was. Her name is Victoria,
Mm.
and I can't remember the name of the lady that introduced herself to
It
us.
just broke her heart forever.
See,
She'll
well,
never
I
go to
didn't-
Starbucks
I
or
didn't
listen to
want
you on Fridays ever again.
I didn't want to admit
Good job,
that.
Dex.
Very
Good job, Dex.
disrespectful.
Big old
Very
joke.
She gave us this
disrespectful.
little encouragement packet that had like some stickers, and she was handing them out to some of the kids in the
Oh, that's
Starbucks
cool.
too.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
she said I make these and I hand them out to encourage people. So she gave one to Brenda and I.
How cool
Oh,
is
and then
that?
you posted that on social media.
I did
saw
that. Yeah, I took a picture of it and posted it on Instagram, and that's when I realized I cannot remember because I was going to mention her name, but
Yeah.
after she walked away, I was so freaked out, and embarrassed that I couldn't remember her name.
Wow, way to go.
Perfect.
Way to go.
Perfect.
But that was it was interesting. that kind of attention just
freaks you out.
yeah. But don't I mean if you
Not Dex. Dex is like me.
the 4 or 5
He's so awkward.
the 4
Oh
or
my
5
gosh.
people that are out there that are listening that hear me on the air, if you do see me, I'd love to say hello to you.
it's
But
Katrina. Oh, that's cool.
Katrina.
oh, Katrina,
Nice.
yeah.
You met
That's
Katrina.
yes,
Katrina's
I did.
really cool.
Right on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. She's super. It was super nice.
Yeah.
Super nice.
And it was Victoria's birthday, so well done.
I was very
Good job,
honored.
man.
Oh, I did remember Victoria's name.
Yeah,
Okay.
good job.
Yeah.
Well
Very
done.
nice. Very nice. And good on you for handing out those little
Yeah, Katrina,
encouragement
that was
packets.
cool.
That's
She
really
gave one to a
cool.
couple little kids, and then
I
as
want
she was
one.
leaving, she gave us one.
I want an encouragement package.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
cool, man. Did they have like little snacks?
I think there was a piece of candy or like a sucker, and there was like some stickers and little cards with slogans. If I remember correctly, because I didn't actually open it, I just took a picture of it. In fact, they're still sitting on the counter at the house in the kitchen. There's like little cards that have, I think, like maybe a scripture or some kind of an encouraging Christian word on there. So
That's cool, man.
yeah, it was very cool. I'm glad she came up and said hi to us. I like that.
You okay, buddy?
What are you
Checking
doing?
my Powerball numbers.
Okay. No, still
Just
not a winner.
realized that.
Still not a winner?
Still not a winner.
Just
Didn't win.
Thursday.
Not one number right, guys.
Not one?
Not one.
Well,
So is next time.
I'll tell you what, that girl's fired.
Yep.
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 That's why you pick them yourself, bro.
oh, you had the girl pick them for you?
I'm just making
I always have.
I know.
I always have.
We're just making stuff up. I'm like, I don't even know.
I don't even.
I always have the machine pick it for me.
Okay.
You know what happens when I go into a convenience store? Like when I stop and get gas when I'm on the road, and sometimes the machine doesn't kick out a receipt, and it says clerk has receipt. You know, so you have to. Which
you
I
have to go
always
back in?
I always say out loud. Well, that doesn't make this very convenient for a convenience store. I always say that out loud. Anyway, so I go in the store, and I got to wait in line behind a guy buying 37 lottery
Dude,
tickets.
that happened to me this week.
To just get a receipt.
I didn't
All
realize
want-
this.
I need a receipt for number 7, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah.
Stop
And she goes,
spending your $37.
So
Yeah.
you want your Powerball number to be 7
Yeah.
or the...
Wow. How about some patience, guys?
No!
How
No,
about some
because it's a
patience?
convenience
I'm
store,
with
not
you.
an inconvenience
Maybe they
store.
should hire. It's not. Then you know what? Hire some more
The
people. to
credit
work
card.
there.
Yeah, there you go.
The credit card thing wasn't taking my card
Yeah.
outside, so it was like,
Yeah.
please see cashier to pay for your gas. And I'm going,
Yeah.
no.
I have to
There's
go in.
nothing convenient about this. So
No.
I walked in and same thing. There was like 5 people in line.
Yeah.
I didn't realize like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, whatever, like it's like a big day
That's
for
Lotto
numbers.
day, yeah.
I guess so. And there were people just like, it's like, come on, bro. You clearly do this every week. You know what you want. I'll take 2 of the Aerosmith things.
3 of the scratchers.
Decisions.
Listen, if you don't hurry up, I'm going to scratch your eyes out. Get out of my way, will you?
Thank you, Laugh Track. That's
good.
Thank you.
Yep.
I could have been on TV in the 70s with a laugh track like
That's
that.
true. Should we do the rest of this show like it's Three's Company? No. But here's the awkward thing. They never really laugh on the shows. You get the laugh track, but nobody else is laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a weird reaction.
Yeah. Because the actors aren't reacting to the crowd. Unless some of them would have been...
Stop it.
This
You're
show,
overusing it.
You're starting to make me giggle. Stop it. This show was filmed live in front of a studio audience, so then it's real laughter, real reaction to... Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
You know they still pump that.
Oh,
fake
they
stuff
do.
in.
Oh, yeah. A stand-up comedian comes out and gets a crowd entirely pumped up. And so then when the show goes, and they even have cues, applaud, or...
They'll hold up the sign, like laugh. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Why is that the worst?
Because, especially like on America's Funniest Home Videos, you can always tell, like, the audience is like looking at the guy with the sign.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because the camera's right on them and like, don't look at the, don't look over there. Don't look
and
at the
the
cue
host
cards.
is so cheesy.
Speaking of that, did you guys happen to catch Kevin Hart co-hosting with Jimmy Fallon?
I missed
You need to go back and watch some of that because I'm telling you, that was some of the funniest television I have ever seen.
I'm going to be
Kevin
in New
Hart
York.
said,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Kevin Hart said to Jimmy Fallon, he said, Jimmy, you're really a nice guy and people really like you. He said, you're like a pumpkin spice latte.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little too sweet and white people love you.
Yes.
I was dying.
Yeah.
Oh man.
When I'm going out there, it was like immediately, I got to go to Fallon.
Oh, dude, you have to if you can.
Yeah, both days that I'm like actually able to have been there
You can't.
completely. It was like, oh, I
Yeah.
guess you've got to
Get in
check in
advance.
7 years ahead of
Yeah.
time. I didn't. Okay, this is just. Taking a
I'm
turn.
telling you though, Kevin Hart and Jimmy Fallon together, the chemistry that they have on screen is. I mean, Kevin Hart's just funny anyway, and
Yeah.
Fallon is too.
Yep.
Two gifted
Agreed.
guys hanging out together, playing
Very
off of each other. It's great.
You're a gifted guy.
Yeah.
Laugh tracks always make me giggle.
Where did you get all of these?
That's a good one.
Say something funny. I dare you.
Is that person? Do we need to call 911? Do they need medical assistance?
Breathe.
What is that one?
The end of that.
Is that a dog choking on a bone? Is that like?
That's what it sounds like.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's not real.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, well,
You just want to laugh.
no,
It's so silly, but that kind of stuff makes me laugh.
You're
I don't know.
silly, man.
That's a good laugh.
I mean, okay.
My oldest daughter Stephanie, she has the greatest laugh.
Really?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Listening to her laugh.
she should have been in radio.
She should have been.
No, that was a real thing. I thought that maybe since she has a good laugh, she should actually be in radio. Who are you right now?
What are you talking about?
You're like, it's Friday. We've got 8 minutes left. I'm just.
Wow, I have so many laughs in here. I didn't realize
That's a laugh with a
It's
digital delay.
Oh, please.
I like that one.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Will you stop it?
I got like 20
Is it
more.
just contagious? Like, is this laughter?
I think
just
they're kind of like
contagious?
yawning.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, that sounds
Now
like
some
a
of them are
dog.
yeah, but some of them are really if it's like a contagious laughter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like this one?
Oh.
Who's that?
I didn't catch anything. from that.
That's
That's
Teo.
Teo.
That's so.
Why though?
Because he never laughed, remember?
He never laughed.
And so I captured it. I'm like, you laughed.
He never ever laughed,
Yep.
guys.
And he always laughed at my stuff.
And that's why he was fired. So
He thought I was so funny.
yeah,
He did. He did.
cool.
Anyways, did you guys know that Ticketmaster is scamming people?
What?
Allegedly.
Oh,
Scamming
I don't know if I
people.
want to hear this.
Ticketmaster?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Undercover journalists from Where's my? I need my my mystery. Where's my mystery music at? If you could pull up my mystery music, Steve-O.
Okay.
That's not it.
No, that's
definitely not.
All right, here it is, right here.
What if your mind worked like a
that's not it.
television
That's
set?
definitely not.
What if you could change channels at will?
Okay. All right. You know what? Never mind. Undercover journalists from CBC News and the Toronto Star posed as scalpers at a live entertainment convention this summer. And they say Ticketmaster tried to involve them in the scheme.
I'm sorry. What?
Here's how it works. Again, allegedly. So the scalpers buy tickets with bots supplied by Ticketmaster. Then they resell them for more money at TradeDesk.com, which is owned by Ticketmaster. So Ticketmaster makes money off the same ticket twice.
Oh.
Ticketmaster
That's gotta be illegal.
does have a buyer abuse division that tries to head off scalping, but a company rep at the convention told the journalists that they turn a blind eye to abuses by Trade Desk users.
Never mind the fact that when they say like you concert's $45 and then you go to pay and it's like, wait, why is this ticket $80? And it's like all of the fees and all of the, and you're going, what?
Exactly.
Oh, Ticketmaster.
There's a transaction fee.
More like Ticket Shyster.
There you go.
Now you can get concert tickets to your favorite shows at Ticket Shyster. At Ticket Shyster, we don't pretend to have a secret scalping program. We just overcharge you immediately when you buy tickets on our website. And don't forget, we'll slap an extra handling fee on each ticket. So when you think you're paying $50, you're actually paying $75. That's right, we pocket the extra $25 after we overcharge you for the original ticket. So don't go to ticket scalpers or trade desks. Ticket Shyster, keeping the ticket buying experience slimy right in front of your face.
Oh, wow.
At least they're honest.
At least they are.
Honesty in advertising. I appreciate that.
For those unaware, a shyster is a person, especially a lawyer, who uses unscrupulous, fraudulent, or deceptive methods in business. No, that's actually from Webster's Dictionary. I just wanted to define the word before anybody thought anything outlandish.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's sort of an older word. It's not a word that this current generation uses.
Yeah,
very much.
it's called comedy.
Yeah.
It's just witty. I
Yes.
apologize for the wit.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
You know, you just don't buy concert tickets anymore.
Gosh,
You know?
man.
Just don't
That's
do it.
unfortunate. Well, I know there's certain bands that try and head that off,
Yeah.
you know, from allowing companies like Ticketmaster to charge more money.
Yeah.
Like Winter Jam, they'll just sell tickets at the door only.
Yeah.
But that still sometimes can be inconvenient because you're standing in line with thousands of people hoping you get in for, you know,
Yeah.
whatever to see Crowder or Mercy Me. Or so I know that they do that. And other bands who, you know, I remember years back, the Foo Fighters being an example of they did local sales only to where they played the Journal Pavilion and you had to actually camp out in line like old school and buy the tickets at the box office.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was one of those people. Because I was like, well, I want to see this band. So, and you're standing in line. It's like, I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember waking up early and standing in line and talking about your favorite bands
Right.
and
the
making
guy always
friends with people.
smelled, and they were always
Yeah.
smoking heaters. And
I'm
you're
glad
like,
you
"Oh."
remember all that because I was never allowed to go to
cold.
concerts. No, that's a sad thing. It wasn't
Oh.
Sarah said I bought tickets for Hamilton, the Broadway,
Yeah?
through said company. Tickets were originally $79. Fees came out to $100,
Yeah.
and that was the low end
Wow.
of the fees.
See, that's ridiculous.
That's insanity. Yeah.
You're like Ticket Monster.
Okay.
Jared, that one's for you.
That's okay.
That's what Jared said.
There we go.
Ticket
Okay.
shyster.
Guys, we're
That
done.
was hilarious. Yes, we are.
We're done.
We made it through Friday, guys.
We did it.
Woo!
Yeah, right.
Surrounded by your glory. Yep. That's pretty much it.
Any plans this weekend, Sam? Do you want to come help us build a dry sauna?
Yes.
Doing that today.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Cool,
Don't
man.
Mm-hmm. sweat the small stuff, guys. We mean it.
Yeah.
In life.
Love you.
in your job, in your relationships. Just don't sweat it, bro.
I'm preaching in Artesia Sunday.
Nice. Oh, nice.
That's
Catalyst Church.
That's cool.
Nolan Frederick is the pastor. He used to be the youth pastor at First Baptist Rio Rancho.
Nice.
Now he planted a church in Artesia, so I get to preach
Beautiful,
2
man.
times.
That's fun.
Both services.
Beautiful.
Catalyst Church in Artesia. If you're in the area, come and hear me.
I like that.
Bring me an encouragement packet.
Okay.
I like that.
Also, if you're in the area of YouTube, don't sweat the small stuff.
There you go.
If you happen to be in the area.
Shameless plug.
Shameless.
If you happen to be in cyberspace today,
Yeah.
or the weekend, just stop by.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
Don't sweat.
Got to get this laugh track.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that my ringtone.
That, the laugh track?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Also of note, coming up in the 3 o'clock hour, you're going to hear from Tam one last time.
Oh, that's right.
Today is her last day, so make sure everybody gives her some love today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quality time.
Who is that?
Yeah, she used to do afternoons. She'll be forgotten. in
Yeah,
no time.
right.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We're all going to be forgotten.
Does that mean
at some
she's going to
point.
start coming back in on Tuesdays?
Maybe.
Perhaps?
Why
Yeah.
not?
For quality
Apparently,
time?
she's moving to
Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's cool.
I've always wanted to use that drop, and I just never.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Because she likes to be
Anonymous.
A what?
Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
One eternity later.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
no more like
2,000 years later.
That's even better.
Pretty much.
guys.
Love
Have
you
a
guys.
beautiful weekend, Sam. We love you, Stormy. We love you. We'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
Whenever we would return home from a road trip, my mom would always say how good it was